Okay, so God bless you guys. Welcome. God bless you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I thank you guys. Oh, look at that, Mia. God bless you. I thank you guys for coming. Please, Lord, bless this chat and those that pass through. In Jesus' name, I thank you, Lord. Please let these conversations be fruitful. Open the hearts and minds of these Muslims that have been lied to and forced to believe falsehood. Guide them to the truth, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. That's right. Okay, guys. We're back. We're trying to understand. We're trying to learn. And the only way we can is by asking questions. The topic has been of recent, and I've been focused on this topic. It's deliberate for me focusing on this topic. It is to do with the fact that Muslims don't realize that they don't worship Allah alone. They have to, by law, by the command of Allah. Well, this is the command of Allah, command of Muhammad, you can't tell the difference anymore. Who says what? Because Allah and Muhammad, what one says, the other one means, and what the other one means, the other one says. So it's fascinating. So let's see. Let's bring up first guest, my man, Paul Bishop. Oh, and he's gone. Runner. Paul is a runner. Okay, so guys, that's right, Elisa. You are always first. That's right. So, for some sum up, just to make a summation of what was been going on. Notice that the topic, and guys, for those that are questioning, why I have topics or why I don't deviate from topics, I am absolutely focused on a topic. We can't have a live where it's just shoot and jump around and say things. And, I have a topic. Let's finish a topic before we start a new topic. The question about Allah having partners is a deep subject. It's a big topic. Not, oh, tell me about the Trinity, or Jesus, how can God be a man? We all know that Jesus came into the flesh. We know this. In Islam, we know that he's God. Their God has an eternal word that took on flesh. Are they saying to us that it's a different God? But again, this is what they do. They try to drag you away from topics like this, and they want you to believe that this religion is all about one God, one eternal being, one that you come to, one that you one, and it's not one. Over and over we see that it's not one. Oh, what's up, my brother?
Salam Masih.
Salam Masih, my man.
Happy birthday.
And thank you so much for that.
So what are you now, 20 something?
Oh, no, just a little older than that. Just a little bit older than that. But when they say age is nothing but a number, I'm glad that I'm this age now, because look what I've learned in the last couple of years. I'm looking at now spiritually. I'm more mature today than I ever was, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So Paul, I'm not sure if you weren't here yesterday, but this topic, bro, has got people to say the darndest things, dude. They can't separate their God and their messenger and the message. Oh, it's crazy. No Muslim is saying to me so far, guys, that the message is less important than the messenger, or the messenger is less important than the message. And the message is equal to Allah. Now, if the messenger is equal to the message, and the message is equal to the message to Allah, then you're putting these three on a pedestal. Allah and Muhammad are one.
And this is why I keep telling people that we should start always by the definition of monotheism. It seemed to me this is the issue when a monotheist, or sorry, a polytheist or a pagan masquerade as monotheism. I think it's a big issue.
Well, my question today, well, because again, I'm trying to, always upgrade my argument. My question today would be just for a Muslim to explain what a partnership is. What do partners do? And when we establish what partners actually do, I'm hoping they can use that same, the gray matter that they have in their heads to double check if there is a partnership between the God of Islam and the other God of Islam, Muhammad.
Yeah, that's a good approach too. I would applaud you on this approach, of course.
Because again, as I said, man, I sit down after the lives and I try to work out what they said, how they say it, and how crazy it is that they'll say something, they hear what they say, and that's not what they mean. They mean something else. It's like, yeah, you can't be a Muslim without Allah and Muhammad. Is Allah enough to be a Muslim? Yes. Can I be a Muslim without Muhammad and the Hadith? No. Huh? It's crazy. So guys, please tap and share. Tap and share. Let's see if we can get a few more people. The reason, again, guys, I'm starting early is because, thank you, Muhammad Jibril, thank you. I'm finishing earlier. Today I'm having a big old barbecue at the house, so it'll be full of people and I'll be the cook, the chef. I'll be standing there. So I'll be cooking here first and then I'll be barbecuing later. Got to keep them in the pot. So when we came to these topics, guys, the reason for these topics, again, is because Muslims have a problem. Muslims have a problem with us. They say, this is what the Muslim says, that we are taking this man called Jesus and elevating him to be equal to God. So this is the argument of Muslims. Now, we're looking at the argument of a Muslim. They claim that we are polytheists for taking Jesus and putting him on the same level as God, while at the same time taking Muhammad and elevating him to be equal with Allah, because in Islam, you cannot be a Muslim unless you obey and submit to Allah and Muhammad. Now, watch this, Paul. Yesterday, I asked a guy, is submission to Allah a form of worship? He said, yes. Submission is worship. Then I asked, but aren't you also submitting fully to Muhammad? Then submission is now, if you had a boss and you submitted to the boss, are you worshiping the boss? Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. This is from Sela. Happy birthday, James, and hi, Paul, my favorite voice. That's on YouTube. God bless you. Thank you so much for that.
Well, God bless you. It's funny how you get these comments, and it's amazing. It's a blessing. You guys have no idea. Any encouragement we get is what keeps us going. Seriously, all the prayers. Without the prayers and encouragement, I wouldn't be here.
And as I tell you what, Paul, you're 100% on the mark with that one, because when I look at some of my days, not all my days are good days. Some days we have bad, and this is with everyone. Some days you just, having a bad day. But the messages I get from people, the uplifting ones, both Christian and Muslim, because the Muslims are, wow, didn't know that. The Christian, thank you for reminding me to go back to the Bible. Thank you for, showing us the love of Christ, whatever. Lots of comments. These comments, guys, without you guys even knowing it, is so uplifting. It's so amazing. And yesterday I got 3 more photos of, I told you guys, all your gifts go to people in need, and we bought bricks for a kitchen for someone in Zimbabwe. And yesterday I got the photos of the delivered bricks. As I said, nothing, I get receipts about everything. I don't put it in an organization where it goes for petrol money or a dinner to entertain rich other people. I make sure that it stays on the ground for the people on the ground. So just to say that, guys, I wish I didn't have to hide my identity, my location. I wish I was able to show you guys the work we do, but I'm not looking for any, kudos for me, a pat on the backs. All I'm saying is that there is work being done, and it's amazing. So, as I said, we're helping people in South Africa. We're helping people in Zimbabwe. We are not Muslim, so we help people in need. I'll tell you guys a quick story. There was my mom's foster sister. Her daughter, many years ago, converted to Islam, became a ninja. The guy left her. She decided she's going to wear that ninja outfit just a little longer, and she was destitute. She was in need. She went to the mosque. The mosque said to her, "We can't help you because your mother is a devout Christian." So the mosque turned their back on her. They went to the church. The church didn't ask, "Why are you Muslim and why are you coming to us?" The church gave them weekly groceries and weekly clothes, and because they had my mum's foster sister had a granddaughter, younger, 5, 6 or something. So she used to get clothes and toys and stuff. But again, guys, this is the love that we've got to show to the people around us. We are not Muslim. Muslims decide that they can only help Muslims. And this is the sad thing about being a Muslim today, especially in poor countries, because you'll notice that some people actually lie and pretend to be Muslim, especially in Africa, stand at the traffic lights begging it from cars because Muslims are supposed to help Muslims. I just want to let you guys know, man, without you guys, as Paul just said, the uplifting comments, the support we get, then this is in vain. So God bless you guys. Yes, thank you for all those saying happy birthday to me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Another year older is another year wiser, they say. I'm hoping that I'm learning more every day. And I hope that whatever I do learn that is of significance is shared with you guys. And double check what I say, guys. Double check what Paul says. Check it. If Paul and I say something, make sure you go back and check it. Don't just lean on us and depend on us and get your religion from us. Your religion is in your Bible. You pick it up, you read it, you understand it, you know it, and that's why you love Christ. In Islam, they are told not to read the Quran, because as the Quran says, those that have read the Quran have left. They've left Islam. SFSF says, Psalm 27:10, when my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Amen. So guys, again, remember that the Muslims you meet in the street, the Muslims on TikTok, as I said, not every action deserves a reaction. Not every action. If they come with hate, let them hate on you. Just dust it off, laugh it off, walk away. This is part of turning the other cheek. If you can walk away, walk away. But we're not weak. We're not going to be mowed over, run over, walked over. Not a chance. But just remember, if we have the chance to walk away with our head held high, then we are showing that Christ's peace is in us, and the peace that we have around us is stronger than the hate coming towards us. And the Muslims are taught to hate us. All you have to do is read 929 and read the tafsir, how they're supposed to humiliate us, belittle us, degrade us. That's Islam. Beautiful. With that said, let's get back to the topic. If there's any Muslims that want to come, you're more than welcome to come over. James, why do Christians send their parents, and it's their, T-H-E-I-R, their parents, to old people homes? Why can't they look after them? Not sure. Some people do look after them. Some people don't. Just like in any religion, in any culture, in any place. But unfortunately, it's to do with finances. It's to do with the place, housing, I don't know, bedrooms, rooms. Don't know. Not all parents get on with their kids. Not all kids get on with their parents. There's lots of reasons, bro. That's like a silly question. You want them all to sleep in one room, like they do in the poorest of countries where you're listening to your mom and dad get it on in the same room with your grandparents? Come on, man. Does the gift of the givers only help Muslims? I don't know much about them. I'm not too sure who and what they do. I think if that's the South African group by a Muslim man, I think that he's not alone in the gift of the givers. There are other people with him with different denominations, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not, if this is the same one, I'm not too sure. But I don't believe that we should be helping only one. We help those in need. That's as simple as it gets. The Bible doesn't say look after Christians only. The Muslims say that look after Muslims only. Turn your back on the Christians, fight them, humiliate them. So anyways, now that we had a little chat about all the stuff there, let's just get back to business. The business is, the Quran tells me to submit to Allah. And see, when you say and, you're already adding a partnership to something. When you say and, it's me and my wife, partnership. You're doing business with me and my business partner, not just me. There's an and. If I am to submit to Muhammad, that's a partnership. There's two people involved or more. That would be more like Tawheed. Now, Tawheed, and Paul knows the Arabic, Tawheed is unification. You can't unify one thing. You can only unify several things. Now, if Muhammad is saying that Allah is a Tawheed, the Quran also tells us when the pagans were like, wow, has he taken all our gods and made all our gods into one God? That would be the definition of Tawheed. The collection of all these gods into one. That's why Muhammad had no problem to face the Kaaba and pray towards the Kaaba while the Kaaba was still full of all these pagan gods. He had no problem. It was only later, I think it was like 14 years later, I might be wrong, forgive me. Many years later, he goes to the Kaaba and starts knocking down all these symbols and all these pagan gods, but he keeps a photo of Jesus and Mary in there. This is by according to Ibn Ishaq. There's a photo of Jesus and Mary in the Kaaba. He gets rid of all the others and he keeps that photo and says, do not touch this photo, leave this photo. That's what he does. So again, I'm confused. I'm extremely confused. It's either one or many or none. And this is the problem with Islam. Islam will come and say to me and I wish it were true that the Muslims are saying worship Allah alone or submit to Allah alone. And as the guy said yesterday, submission is a sign of is a part of worship. And we can see that in the Quran again, when it tells you that submission is like prostrating, a sign of worship. So if there's any Muslim that would like to come up and engage in the topic, this would be perfect time for you now. And those of you in Europe with the heat wave, keep yourself hydrated. Keep yourself hydrated. Those in Africa that are freezing, I'm not going to say anything. You guys call 15 degrees Celsius freezing. You guys call 18 degrees Celsius freezing. We got no sympathy for you. No sympathy for it. Oh, it's 15 degrees today. We don't care. That's all. That's a summer, man. That's summer in some countries. So, prostration, submission. If these are signs of worship, guys, that we need to address the topic of submission. I'm going to read a few things for you now from the Quran itself. And notice, if I were at home with my wife and I say to my child, you need to obey me, like me, not the wife, just me. I'm separating us. But because we are partners at home, equal partners at home, and when I say equal, we have different roles, but equally we are one. So we have different roles. That's different from being, but we are partners, equal partners in our relationship. Now, if I say, obey me, then the wife is going to be like, what? Well, what about me? Aren't we together in this? And then I'll say, oh yeah, that's right. Obey me and your mother. Obey me and your mother, because we are partners. This is why I just want to ask a Muslim, what in your definition, Muslim, is a partner? We've got the resident beggar, HRK, who is seemingly in the lives more than most Christians, fishing so that he can run along to his partners. That's what I did there. His partners. And going in and cry to them about the lives. Goes and cries. He's like, oh, you're boring. Oh, you're putting me to sleep. Now that's what your cousin wife does. Allah has partners. Obey Allah and the messenger. Obey Allah and the messenger. Watch this, guys. HRK, can you write in the chats, what is the meaning of having a partner? What does a partner mean to you? HRK, since you're too scared to come up, you never come up, you always depend on other men to satisfy your desires. What in the world to you is a partner? I'm going to read a hadith for you guys. This is from Bulugh al-Maram, book 7, hadith 170, narrated Ibn Abbas, that as Sa'b bin Jathama al-Laythi informed him that the Prophet said, there is no preserve except what belongs to Allah and his messenger. Sharing in ownership. Sharing in ownership. And you guys know this, right? Even the Shahada in Islam is not, Allah takes the Shahada in Surah 318 because he becomes a Muslim there. So he was something else before. He also has a God. And then he takes the Shahada because he says that he worships, and he has in the Surah 1:5, it's you we worship, you we ask for help. In Surah 70:40, he swears by the Lord of the East and the West. When this is the type of God that prays 10 times for Muhammad, or those that, pray. There's more. So Allah takes the Shahada in Surah 316 or 318. Allah takes the Shahada. And when he takes the Shahada, he doesn't mention Muhammad. Doesn't mention Muhammad when he took the Shahada. But notice, Musnad Ahmed 965. Musnad Ahmed 965. It was narrated that Abdur Rahman bin blah blah said, when Ali bin blah blah heard the blah blah giving the adhan, he used to repeat after him when he said, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad blah blah blah. Ali would say, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is blah blah blah, and that those who deny Muhammad are liars. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Yes, sir. I'm another day older and hopefully I'm another day wiser. I'm still not as wise as Muslims because Muslims see something, read something, and then tell me that even though it says that, that's not what it means. I'm younger than Muhammad was when he penetrated Aisha. So now that we can see that you are supposed to make Muhammad equal even in the Shahada, equal, because it says, none are worthy of worship. Oh, I like that. Thank you so much. Except Allah and that I am the messenger. Notice again, guys, Muhammad gave us the Quran. Muhammad claims the Quran came from Allah. Muhammad claims that Allah that he just made up in the Quran that he just gave us is telling us that he is the last and final messenger. So Muhammad said that the Quran said that Muhammad said that Allah said that the Quran said, even though Muhammad said it, Muhammad said that he is the last and final prophet, and it has to be true because Muhammad said, the Quran said that Muhammad said it's true. I don't know how I did that, but yeah. So Muhammad is the one that gives it to us, and Muhammad is the one that claims it's true because he gave it to us. This is Islam, guys. This is Islam. Muhammad said it, has to be true. Why? Because Muhammad said it. And where did he say it? In the Quran. So Muhammad gave us the Quran, and because he gave us the Quran and Muhammad said it, it has to be true. Zero witnesses to anything in Islam. Zero, the big zero. Zero, nothing. Again, we have a man that gave us this religion, and then he says, you cannot obey Allah unless you obey me too. You have to obey Allah and obey me too. So now he's taking this dude, he's telling you about Tawheed, he's telling you about Ahad, he's telling you about one God, but you can't be a Muslim without him. You can't be a Muslim without Muhammad equally like Allah. And you have to accept the Hadiths according to these people, because the Hadiths came from Allah, that came from Muhammad, that came from Allah. You can't make this up. A religion about Allah, through Muhammad, for Muhammad, and by Muhammad. That's it. You can't double check, you can't conceive this is true. It's all rubbish, contradicting what was said before, going against people before. This is why this topic shows you that you cannot be a Muslim without making Muhammad equal to Allah. And any Muslim that says that's not true, request. Any Muslim. If you don't request, then you agree with me that Muhammad is making himself equal with Allah, and you can't accept one without the other. That's as simple as it gets. So, Haq, more than welcome to request and tell me, can you become a Muslim? Can you be a Muslim with Allah alone? That's it. That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. No, we need Muhammad to explain the Hadiths. then you need Muhammad. Then you can't be a Muslim without Allah, without Muhammad. This is how sad Islam is. They claim there's no partners, and yet you have to accept Muhammad. And if you go against Muhammad, if you disobey Muhammad, look how sad it is. If you disobey Muhammad, you're disobeying Allah. That's how equal they are. Not the message of Muhammad, but Muhammad. This is why he was so buttered. He unalived people willy-nilly. Why? Because he was upset about having his feelings hurt. So he had people like Kirfa unalived. Why? Because they said something, or they sang something, or they wrote a poem, or they did something that he didn't like, so he unalived them. That's Islam, guys. Muhammad's feelings gets hurt, Allah's feelings gets hurt. That's how simple it is. That's how sad Islam is. A religion that says we have no partners with Allah, but you have to accept Muhammad. I asked the guy yesterday, Who owns the earth? Because the Quran tells me clearly that the earth belongs to Allah. The earth belongs to Allah in the Quran, and we have to accept what the Quran says. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad, the God of Islam, he is like, yeah, but the earth belongs to me too, you pagans. What's wrong with you guys? What do you think? The earth only belongs to Allah? We partners in this, man. Partners in crime, that's what he is. He's saying to you, we are partners in this. The earth belongs to me too. And whoever obeys me obeys Allah. That's the power. That's how equal they are. Not my message. Not whoever obeys the message. It's the messenger. The messenger. And he who disobeys me, Muhammad Ahmed Kutum, whoever disobeys me, Kutum, disobeys Allah. And whoever obeys Allah obeys me. You can't make this up, guy. You cannot make this up. Haq, now you're getting somewhere. Just like Jesus and God are one in purpose. Beautiful. One in purpose. Is Allah and Muhammad now one in purpose, Haq? Come on, are they one? Thank you guys for the birthdays. Thank you so much. Yes, another day older and hopefully another day wiser. And this is why I still choose on my birthday to tell you Muslims that you guys, there is an alternative to this rubbish about believing in a mere man, a sinner that is equal to their God. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? A sinner is now equal to their God. How low is their God? How low is their God if everything that their God can do has to also be equal to Muhammad? This is only the one way to do this topic. I'll show you another one where we're going to go through verses where Muhammad himself contradicts, goes against what the Quran says. God bless you guys. Thank you, man. Muhammad goes against what Allah says, comes with something new, and guess what? These pagans will accept what Muhammad said and not what Allah said, showing you who the boss is. That's exactly how it is. They go to Muhammad because Muhammad decides, not Allah. I haven't got anything yet, bro. Don, man, I'm waiting, man. I hope you're sending it to me.
It's funny, like when you're a kid, like literally a kid. In Christmas, when you get socks, you get upset, super upset. And now, I would be happy with socks.
Yeah, because they see the socks you have on and they're like, man, listen, your pokey toes, man, they're sticking out for the last 6 months. I'm going to get you socks for your birthday. And you're like, no, don't buy me socks. I don't want socks. And the next thing you're wearing the socks. Socks, ties, and underwear. So again, guys, I'm just reading from Quran again, right? It says, but I have for you only notification from Allah and his messenger. Notification from Allah and his messenger. And whoever disobeys Allah and his messenger. So if Muhammad said to me, do something, and I go, not going to do it, then I disobey Allah. So if Muhammad said, listen, we're going to raid that town, and all those women that are available, I want you to penetrate them. And you go, no, they married. We can't penetrate them. And Muhammad's like, what did I just say? What did I just say to you? If you disobey me, you disobey Allah. This is a man that's sick, power hungry, trying to make himself one with God. As I said yesterday, I must find the hadith where the guy is praying, and Muhammad calls him. And then Muhammad says, why didn't you come when I called you? And he said, I'm praying. Muhammad said, didn't Allah say that you must come when I call? In other words, Muhammad is so important that the guy has to stop praying to his God and go to Muhammad. He needs to stop praying to his God and go to Muhammad because Muhammad called. Now that shows me equal power. In fact, Muhammad is more powerful than Allah in this instance because the man has to walk away from his God just to satisfy Muhammad. Where are the Muslims at? Yesterday, I had 3 fantastic conversations, guys, with maybe an hour long each of them, where Muslims came up and we had a conversation, and it all ended the same. You can't separate Allah from Muhammad because they work as one, they're unified as one, they are Tawheed in unification. They can't be separated. It can't be. So again, all I'm saying is, bring it. Why are you guys worshipping Muhammad and Allah equally? HRK, I'm not sure who's deflecting. Is it when people ask Muhammad if she's old enough, did he deflect to something else? Let's keep reading. It is that you believe in Allah and His Messenger. We believe. Do they believe in Allah and the message, or Allah and His Messenger? We believe. Now, I did this the other day where I was talking about, because I was looking at this. I want you guys to realize something that's so important and so often missed. There's a difference between, in fact, watch this. If you believe, I'm watching this video, a guy from Jamaica said this. He said, if you believe, then you are in doubt. I'll say that again. If you believe, then you are in doubt. You don't, if I said to you, who's your parents? You don't look at your mom and dad, I believe they're my parents. You don't say that. You know who your parents are. You say, these are my parents, not I believe these are my parents. You know who your parents are. Belief in something shows doubt. Now we believe in Allah and His Messenger shows doubt in what the truth is, because you can't believe in something and know it. If you know it, you know it. If you believe it, you're unsure about it. You can only believe in what you don't know, like your mother and father. So you might believe in Jesus or in Muhammad because you don't know Jesus, especially Jesus. You believe in Him because you don't know Him. You can only believe in what you don't know. Let me see. We've got Haki finally decided to join. How are you, Hak?
Well, I'm doing just fine. Thank you very much for asking, James. It's a great night and certainly a good night to spend a bit of time on TikTok, as they say.
Beautiful. So my question is, can you tell me what
Before your question
is?
Before your question, I actually came up here because there's 82 viewers and I was hoping I could do this in front of more than 82 viewers, but hopefully we'll get there. I mean, what I proposed, James, is what I proposed last time I came up. I mean, you have been running, some great lives for the Christians, although it's very insulting in some way. But I extend a challenge to you in front of your viewers for you to accept a formal debate on a neutral live, and you can choose the topic.
No. I would rather have conversations like this where I can hold you to certain points instead of
you can hold the mute button
away
James.
From the points. Did you hear me?
Well, James, hold on. That's not fair. You can hold the mute button. It's your live. I mean, that's a very biased view.
I'm not muting you. All I'm saying.
I know, but it's very.
Listen,
it's very biased.
This is what happens.
Very biased.
Listen carefully. Listen, Hak, slow down. The reason with the debate is you get to talk for 15, maybe 20 minutes. In the 15 and 20 minutes, you will throw out a whole lot of rubbish that goes unanswered, unchecked. If you're having a conversation like now,
I don't think that's fair.
See, again, you see, this is what happens. This is why you get muted. I'm trying to explain why I don't do debates. I'm trying to explain.
Well,
so now listen.
So when you make
stop talking. So when you stop crying. So when you make a claim in a conversation, I can hold you to the claim and we can face that claim. In a debate,
wow,
in 20 minutes,
so all the ones,
you will
all
spin
of the
a
ones
lot of
that
rubbish.
Debated, Okay, so all of the debate settings that you've seen ever before, I mean, the whole purpose of arranging a debate is so you can arrange a formal setting, and people have equal time to talk, and it's a back and forth Q&A. I mean, why are you so afraid to debate someone of knowledge or someone who possesses knowledge in the field that you seem to talk about
Well, when you
almost
find
every
him, send
day
him to the live.
on your live?
When you find this person, send him to the live, and maybe he can engage.
Well, that's very biased. That's very biased. You'll only debate someone on your panel. I mean, that's very biased. You
Again, I
won't
want
step out
you
of
to
your
listen
comfort
to why
zone
I'm doing this.
and take a
You
challenge.
saying I'm very biased and I'm catering to Christian
Well, I
audiences.
think you are.
Again, stop crying.
You've been
bro.
given
Stop
a formal
crying.
debate.
Stop
I run a
crying.
big platform.
Stop crying. Listen up.
I run a big platform.
I brought
I'm
you
not
up.
crying.
I didn't not bring you up because I thought you wanted to engage in a topic.
Well, I just offered you
Stop
out, James.
crying.
83 people,
crying.
and you refused.
Stop
you refused, James.
crying.
Well, there you go. You refused.
Stop crying.
You refused to have a formal debate,
Stop
James. And
crying.
I think that's sad. I mean, you can keep talking on your own panel.
You want to get muted so you can run off to your little girlfriends and tell them how James muted you while you were on a live, and this is why you can't go to these lives and speak. You're a coward. That's what you are. You're a filthy coward. I have a topic. I will hold you to the topic, and I will stop you when you lie in a conversation. In a debate, you guys run and you say 20 different things, and then we don't have time to address each and every point. This is why I call my discussions conversations, real conversations with real Muslims. So if you have a topic like this and you are so knowledgeable, and I'm running from people of knowledge, then you just requested and I brought you up. Would you like to engage in this topic, or would you like to go and cry crocodile tears to someone that cares?
Rumor has it he's still speaking.
Well, there you go. You need to hold your mute button. I mean, it's very biased. This is a biased host that won't have a formal debate.
Must I call an ambulance for you?
This is the second time. And hey, James, if you're that afraid of stepping into the arena, why don't you choose someone that can host a debate? Surely you can't be that afraid.
Look, how about we do this? How about we skip?
Come on, James, stand up straight, put your gloves on, and step into the arena. I mean, what's
well, then
I'll
need to stand opposite a real man. I need to stand against
you.
Well, you've just been offered by a real man and you've refused.
No.
You always.
Well, James, there you go. Biased host doesn't want to accept a formal debate. I'm out. Have a good one.
Run.
I was gonna offer him if you guys can step into the cross-examination. Let's skip the introduction, rebuttals, and just get into an actual cross-examination, because that will still be within the format. So James will have, let's say, 5 minutes of him asking questions, and I'll moderate the questions and the answers, and then you can ask him in reciprocal of the same thing.
And now you see that would work. And again, these idiots don't understand, because I'm saying I am focused on a topic where we can discuss one at a time, and I can call him out because my questions are simple. For example, I would have said to him, how would you explain a partner? If he diverts and deflects, I can stop him there and I can answer, and he can do the same to me. But notice he's a coward. He comes up pretending to be this man with gloves on in a ring. The only ring that you're in, my boy, is a toilet ring. You just keep going in circles. Again, I gave you an offered opportunity while you were up here to focus on a topic. What did you do? You ran. You ran because you were a coward.
These guys will never show up to the real debate, though. I guarantee you. The issue with people like this that run around and ask for formal debates and, don't stay for like a conclusion of like, okay, look, let's set up a date. Those are the people who are not going to show up. They're just doing it for the show. For example, on Clubhouse, we had this medical student that goes by the name Anselm, and he stole my favorite saint, one of my favorite saints' name. every time you ask him for a formal debate, he will say yes. And he will set up the date with you, but he will never show up. Or he'll set up a debate with you, but he'll never show up. So, this is how it works, man. You're here now. You could have spent 15 minutes cross-examination, and you could have had your, I don't know.
Paul, if I don't show up, I'll resign from TikTok. How does that sound?
Resign?
No one will miss you.
Yeah, you won't see me on this app anymore. Record this, clip it.
No one will
If I
miss
don't show
you.
up, I'll delete.
No one cares.
I'll delete
No
my
one
app.
misses you.
Well, no one on your side
Okay,
anyway,
so
James.
look.
I mean, I get a lot more
Okay,
viewers than you do on my platform,
dude,
so that's
I'm
not
sure.
the issue here. We're not
I'm
measuring
sure.
who's got a big.
Hold on a second. Hold
It's
on.
typical.
Okay, so can I?
Well, it is
can I
typical. You won't
propose-
accept the
can I
debate, James.
propose-
You're running
Dude,
away.
I'm right here,
I'll
coward.
accept a debate with you if you actually agree to the format. So the format is the following. It's a revised Oxford. Do not unmute, please, until I finish. It's a revised Oxford format. That means it's a cross-examination or moderated questions and enforced by the moderator. So I ask a pointed question, and if you don't answer, the moderator will step in and say, if you don't answer this question, you are in a losing position here. This
Well,
is
that's
how it
usually part of a
works.
debate, Paul. That's usually part of a debate, Paul.
That's not a part of the debate.
Absolutely.
What you're talking about is the linking format. The linking format is not that format. So
Well, I haven't given
get-
a format. I gave a challenge open to a format.
Yes, exactly. And I'm telling you what's the format.
And he refused.
No.
Okay, so
he didn't
you're
refuse.
stepping in to hold him up, are you? All right, well, you can do that. Go ahead.
Shut up! Like seriously,
Idiot.
if you want to act like a human being,
Well, I'm a human being.
Okay, then you wait for someone to finish at least. Do not get off the mute button. Sit on it and hug it. Like hug that mute button until I finish.
Well, that's why you're a biased chicken that won't get out of your company.
That's why Muhammad is a
And
biased
you won't
chicken.
accept a formal.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what an idiot, man! Like seriously.
They know exactly what to say to
record.
get dropped. They know exactly what they need to do to get dropped. That's why he didn't stay on mute, because he's coming up. It's like, when you have you in a group of friends, there's always a one guy that will get his butt kicked. You know it, but he is the one that will step up and try to be a man. And everyone's like, "Nah, man, go sit down, man. You can get your butt booked again. Just sit down." Guys, ladies and gentlemen, he came up twice. He came up. He could have approached the topic and we could have spoken about the topic. But because he's a coward, like Muhammad, he's a coward, he makes little comments and then thinks he did something. That's it. That's it. This is the conversations, Haq. Unfortunately, bro, you're too stupid to understand that.
So, Haq, here's your idiotic conclusion. We're running from the debate. We cannot accept the debate. We can't even get through a normal discussion about when are we going to have it, what kind of format we're going to have, what topic are we going to discuss. We can't even get through that because you're highly interruptive, you're misbehaving. So imagine this is preliminary talk and you're acting like this. Can you imagine how bad the debate is going to be if you cannot even carry yourself in that manner where it's like dignified debate? You want to be dignified with an actual time of, let's say, James or me or any other Christian that say that dignify you with the debate, and yet you're behaving like a total, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man.
If we are going to bring you up, I'll make it as simple as this. If I bring you up again, Haq, we're discussing the topic. I am not interested. I am not interested in your little crying sob story, feeling sorry for yourself. Go sit on your wife's left thigh and then right thigh and then sit on her lap and then ask her if the mean James has left the room. And then maybe then you'll feel comfortable. Right now, I have a topic. If I bring you up and you're not interested in the topic, go sit in your cave.
Haq, if, just like James says, if you're unable to cooperate, go sit on your wife's or whatever, one of your mistresses or mutha girls, and sit on the right leg and get her to ask you, do you see him? Do you see the one that is
Mean
still in
James.
fear? Yeah, the James, the one that is still in fear in your heart. And if you say no, get her to switch and switch
Can you
legs.
see him
And,
now? Do you see
yeah,
him now?
and get her to undress slowly. And every time until James somehow suddenly disappear from your vision.
Okay, guys, we're not going to focus too much on him because, again, he's just a waste of time. He had an opportunity twice to come up and have a conversation. It seems as though he just wants to cry. For those that are saying happy birthday to me, I totally 100% appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And that is happy birthday, James. That's from LA Apologetics. We have Sella as well. We can't hear Paul. Let's hear. Sorry. Let's hear your lovely voice, please. Okay, Paul spoke then. There we go. Then we've got Zulkarnain. He sent a super sticker. God bless you guys. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Forgive me. People will try to reach me, but I will ignore them until I'm done with the live. So, again, the reason why these guys don't want to do these topics, and I mean it, is why they don't want to be topic-based or held accountable for what they say on lives like this. It's because they want to bulldoze a live. Now, I love debates. I've done debates. The problem is these guys say 20 things and you only have enough time to address 2 or 3 of them, because most of these things need at least a 5-minute explanation. But on topic-based conversations, what he says, I can stop him and say, well, explain that to me. This is why they're afraid. They are so scared of these kinds of conversations, because I'm holding them accountable for what their mouth is saying that their brain might not be agreeing to. This is the whole thing. This is why Muslims are so afraid of these one-to-ones. And those that do come up and are able to have these conversations, I applaud you. I appreciate you. I thank you. That's why you'll notice that in my hour, 2, 3 people I spoke to yesterday, you'll notice again yesterday that they bury themselves and their God and the Muhammad because they have to admit that their God has a partner. Send you an invite. You can say it to my face. Don't be shy. My man, let me see.
Hi, Mr. James. How are you?
Brandon, how are you doing, bro?
Good. Happy birthday to you, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I was in Duran's live last night with Tiger and obviously you and everybody else. I just wanted to jump in quickly. I actually just had a thought this morning where I came across a surah, Al-Imran 3:3, which basically they confirm and acknowledge the Bible and everything that basically that existed before the Quran, right?
Yep.
But in the book, they also call the Bible corrupt, and that they claim that the Quran was basically brought to life to correct corrupted scripture. So their whole book is basically based on something that they claim to be corrupt. So how do you want to do that?
Nowhere in the Quran, not a single verse in the Quran says that the Torah and the Injil are corrupt. Not a single verse. Nothing. There's 2 verses they go.
No. There's 3 verses where they basically claim that the Jews twisted the words. I'll get the surahs, but like my whole thing being is if they claim that it was corrupted and they based everything off of the Bible for something to be corrected according to what the Muslims claim, something needed to exist before to be corrected, if that makes sense.
That's right. This is called the Quranic dilemma. This is the dilemma that Muslims have, because if the Bible, you must remember as well, the Quran tells Muhammad, if you in doubt, go to the people that read the scripture before you. Is Muhammad being sent to people with corrupted scripture?
I get you. I get you.
So Muslims, that's what I'm saying. The Quran never says that the Torah and the Injil are corrupted. It says that they twisted
Yeah.
with their tongues. And the funniest thing is, if you read
Yeah.
Surah 378, Ibn Kathir, and you read what it says
Yeah.
that the Arab translation of the Injil was corrupted.
Yeah.
Guess who was
Yeah.
asked to translate the Injil to Arabic?
I've
Allah
got no idea.
asked Warika bin Nawfal. Allah himself
Yeah.
made Warika bin
Yeah.
Nawfal translate the Injil into Arabic. So it was Allah then that caused the Injil to be corrupted. Because in the tafsir of 378, it says that the book hasn't been changed, it's exactly as it should be, but the Arabic Injil, after it was translated, was
Yeah.
made corrupt. So Allah is the cause of all
I
this.
get you. I don't know. It's just funny to me how they claim to dismiss many things. And like I said in Al Imran Surah 3:3, it basically just states that it acknowledged all the word that was before.
But not only
And,
that, my
I
brother,
mean-
I've got a list of verses. I think it's like 40 verses where it confirms that so the Torah and the Injil, telling you that they cannot be
100%.
corrupted.
100%. No, so it was just funny to me how they can say they wanted to correct something that existed before the time. Like, surely you can't change the original message just for the sake of changing it, if you know what I'm saying.
That's Islam, man. Doesn't make sense. This is why we do these lives and we have these topics so we can focus on the topic. Like I'm saying to Haq, I'm very topic
Yeah,
based.
yeah.
And when you have a topic,
Yeah.
we don't jump from everything to anything.
Yeah, no. So I just came across that this morning, and I found it very interesting because I was struggling in my faith for quite some time, and then obviously seeing Duran's lives. I mean, I spoke to some Muslim people, and from afar, like the facade they put up, everything seems so great, and there's no contradictions. So they tell you, and then when you start digging deeper into everything, like they believe in the holy birth, for instance, but they don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. Now, if I, for instance, take my DNA, I create a clone of myself, it doesn't mean that, that is not a part of me. It might be an extension of myself. I might even be the father to the clone of myself. But it's just like everything just didn't make sense. And like you and Tiger, I want to commend you and Duran and everybody for just like confirming my faith and getting me back into the swing of things.
Man, go to the YouTube. It's on the thing there, the Agents 007. I've done an array of topics. We've been through almost every topic you can imagine. Getting new topics again. We be coming up with new topics because we want people to see that Muslims, and I'm saying not the Muslims, the everyday Muslims, but Muslims that are teaching you Islam are liars. They know that they're lying, but they do it anyway because this is the only religion that teaches lying is okay in this religion. The only one. And this is part of my topic today. Allah says in the Quran that you shall not lie. Allah doesn't like the liar, yada, yada, yada. Then Muhammad says, nah, it's okay. You can lie in 3 instances.
100%. And I think another thing with Duran's whole thing was, obviously last night you guys debate the whole kingdom concept. Was just like what is the premise of a kingdom, and it's to have a king. And that goes back to Genesis 17, where basically Ishmael got promised princes and not kings. You cannot birth a king from a prince, if that makes sense. There was never promised that there would be
Ishmael, it goes through Isaac.
100%. So how can you claim to have a kingdom if it never started with any kings, unless you're a self-proclaimed king? But there's no ways to do that. When you go down the lineage of Isaac, you'd see that there are kings, and kings come from kings.
Watch this. I'm going to read a verse for you and listen to what it says. It says, and we gave him Isaac and Jacob, and we appointed the prophecy and the book to be among his seed. We gave him his wages in this world and in the world to come. So it says, we gave him Isaac and Jacob, and we appointed the prophecy and the book with his seed. You know where that's from?
Yeah. From no idea.
That's the Quran. The Quran admits that prophecy can only come through Jacob and Isaac, or Isaac and Jacob, and that among their seed. And yet Muslims are saying, yeah, but Ishmael is a prophet.
It's Ishmael.
Muhammad is a prophet because he's a descendant of Ishmael. The Quran checkmates them. This is the thing. When you read the Quran, then a Muslim can't lie to you.
There's just a lot of stuff, like I said, in the Quran that doesn't make sense to me. It's just, I went through a dry patch of my faith where it was just, I'm getting back into it now. In South Africa, things are a lot different. When you go to Christian churches, they don't necessarily delve as deep as you guys do, so you don't actually get the full scholar experience, if I can put it like that. You don't get dissected texts. They give you a message, and from the message you get a good message or a bad message or something that's aimed to you or that's not aimed to you.
My man,
but essentially they don't break
today,
it down.
Unfortunately, are like that. Most churches, this is
100%.
why it's up to us to open our books and understand, because remember that Muslims have an agenda. They want to conquer the world, whether it's by force or not by force. They want to do this, and it's because of people like us that don't know our religion that believe what they say. But now that we read the Bible and the Quran, we can stop them in their tracks and say, stop, what you're saying is a lie. For example, this topic, you saying to me, I must submit to Allah alone, and then the Quran says submit to Allah and Muhammad. I'm very confused, which is true.
100%. I get what you're saying. I think another thing to me is the man worshipper aspect that they usually put down. He might be in the form of a man. It's not to say that Jesus was just a man.
Exactly. I use
his birthing circumstances were supernatural.
Use this example. If a policeman knocks on your door and your child opens the door, does your child say there's a man at the door, or does the child say there's a policeman at the door? The man, there will be a policeman at the door, right? But who is in that uniform? So Christ took on a uniform of a man, but he was still fully God. He took on a uniform.
100%.
So when the uniform was
and in the Quran,
he was still God.
Yeah. And in the Quran, it basically reverts to that passage of Mary, that God breathed his spirit into her. That's the direct Arabic translation. So it's like I explained to you, if I take my skin cells and duplicate myself, it might be an extension of me, but it's not going to be me operating that other vessel, even though it's a clone of myself. It's an extension of myself, but it is not me. But still, it came from the direct source of myself, if that makes sense.
Exactly. That's exactly right. You know, I use this analogy as well, the sun. We have one sun, and yet the sun gives us light and heat. That one sun gives us light and heat. How many suns do we have? We have only one sun, but how come we have radiation? We have the heat and the light.
I get you.
Yeah. Anyway, man, God bless you.
Thank you.
I said, go to the YouTube, you know, to listen to Muslim answers and make notes. I also want to give you just a few more verses because you said 3:3 in the Quran. In the Quran, there's, if you go back to the YouTube, you're not going to remember all, but I'll just give you this. Surah 5:43 to 47 tells you the Allah says that the Jews and the Christians must judge according to their books. The books they have is guidance, judgment, and light. In the Quran, 5:43 to 47 is telling them, you have those books. In those books is my judgment, my guidance, and my light. And if you don't judge using those books, you are of the disbeliever. Why would this God say that these books are corrupted?
And refer to that especially. Because, I mean, I'm not sure where in the Quran, but there's also a verse that where Muhammad basically said that herewith he approves. Like in first person, I approve that I have brought you the religion of Islam. It doesn't say that Allah has confirmed to tell me, to tell you guys. It's like basically he personally confirms it and puts a stamp of approval on it, which I also don't understand how you as a mere mortal, as a person, a warmonger, a warlord, can approve something and then provide it to the people like it's gospel if it wasn't approved
because he
by God
tried
himself.
to make himself equal with Allah. That's the problem. This is the
Yeah.
partnership I'm talking about, man. There's many ways to skin a cat, and this is one of them. If Muhammad gave you a religion and says, I give it to you, about a God that tells you, coming from me, that you need to worship, obey me. It's like, who said it? Did you say it or Allah said it? No, I didn't say it. Allah told me to tell you that
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. So, like I said, I've been delving into this, and I just wanted to do a quick appearance and just kind of raise a few points that just got me this morning that I looked at, and I was like, yeah. I mean, all the Muslims say, yeah, but the Bible has a lot of contradictory info in it, but they only nitpick certain passages. They don't read before or after. They only look at that certain verse or those certain 2 or 3 verses without taking into context what's happening in the situation at the time.
That's why it's important to read the Bible. If someone asks you a question that you can't answer, say, I'll be back. I'll get back to you. Go and check it. I say this to all the people. I'll say it again now. When you go to the store and you buy yourself tomatoes, you guys check it. When you buy fruit or vegetables, you check it. You check it if you buy a new car. You check the house before you buy it. You check it. Check what we're saying.
To make sure it's stable, yeah.
Check the argument and find the answers.
I get you. I also feel that, I mean, a lot of the people that come in here are irradical and irrational and try and debate via emotion and not concrete evidence. I also feel like certain parties, both ways, Christians and Muslims, when they get passionate and emotional, they don't kind of enter the conversation or the debate with a clear mind, and it becomes really messy really quickly.
This is why I've tried to do these lives with people that have knowledge, like Paul and Amin, and that can help me help. You know, we all have different strengths, and together, you know, we are stronger. Jesus sent them out in pairs, so we work in pairs, and where one person might lack, the other one will help him. And in that, I say it all the time, is that not every action deserves a reaction. So when these people say the nastiest things, I am learning every day, and I have my man DJ John. He's the one that DJ Don. He helps me just remember every now and then that I don't need to react. I need to remember who I am, who I represent, and who I'm presenting. So because of people like that keep us grounded, it's important that we don't need to react.
So your argument that you're stating there with Allah has partners and Allah has no partners.
No, Muslims say Allah has no partners.
But then why did he send Gabriel to deliver the message to Muhammad?
Another way to argue this.
So
I think they would just say, like,
I mean,
they would probably try to do some kind of, and good morning, everybody.
Good morning, man.
They would probably try to do, so like in Islam, and I don't know if you're a Muslim or if you're just a Christian asking questions.
No, I'm Christian. I'm Christian.
Okay. The more you engage with Muslims, you'll realize they do this kind of equivocation game, right? Like so what they'll do is they'll take words that you think mean something, they'll equivocate it into something else. So like an example, we'll say, did you know that the Quran says that you can beat your wife? And they'll say, no. It doesn't mean you can beat her. It just means you can like strike her. So then we're sitting there like, okay, so what's the difference? Or
tomato,
we'll say, right. We'll say, oh, like, did you know that the Quran says that, you know, you can have relations with children? And they'll say, well, I mean, you know, back then a child was a woman. So really you're having relations with a woman. And they'll just go on and on and on. So what they do is they reinvent definitions for words that are unanimously understood. And so what they'll say is with Jabril, they'll most likely say that Jabril was not a partner, but he was a helper. See the difference? Like you
Okay, but
see
yeah,
what they'll
yeah.
do, but it's the same thing. So, but anyways, sorry,
Yeah,
James. Go ahead.
no, I
No,
get
no,
you.
we're okay. I wanted to just say thanks to Brandon for coming up, just so we can get some Muslims up.
That's all good.
God bless you, my man.
Yeah, God bless,
I'm
bro.
going to watch from the shadows. Thank you so much for your time.
No worries.
Mr. James, I hope you have a fantastic birthday, that you're blessed and that you can reach all your goals and that God will truly bless your path for the rest of this year.
Appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much for that. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Cheers.
All righty.
Oh,
you
look
missed
what the
something.
cat dragged in.
Yeah,
Oh.
man. I got dragged in by 5 cats this morning, man.
What's going on, Remy?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, just chilling. You're on early this morning.
Yeah, I switched time zones for a little while. So
Oh, okay. I'll send you a message later on when I get to work. Oh,
yeah, I'm not gonna be around your bit. So
no.
yeah, sorry, man. I changed plans. Like I had different plans. So
I was gonna meet the illustrious Paul Bishop.
yeah.
He was gonna cook me as soon as he saw me. Oh man.
I would have brought like an Arabic text with me. I'm like, read this. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I had.
I probably got a phone call.
Yes, sir. Wow,
Man.
I saw that. Guys, just all those that are sending gifts and stuff, if I apologize if I didn't, give you guys a shout out. But thank you so much. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, from the bottom of my heart. It's just humbling when you guys are this giving and this. I love you guys, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So
Yeah, James, happy birthday. I don't know if I said that already.
I'm not too sure if you did, but it's okay, man. You're slow. It's okay. So we had Haq
That's right.
come up twice today and challenge me to a debate. He comes up and says that I don't want to debate him while he's up here. So I say to him, well, I've got the topic. Let's do it now. Let's talk about this. No, he wants a formal debate on this and that. Instead of addressing the topic, this is what, and I'm saying this just to remind those that have come in. Guys, when we have topics and we hold them to the topic, feet flat on the floor, and say, let's focus on the topic, notice that they don't want to, because on stages like this, we hold them to what they say. God bless you, Paul. Take care, bro.
God bless, bro. They
yeah.
No, I noticed like with these guys, and you have to use discernment, I guess, when it comes to like doing formal debates, because like this is one of the reasons why Avery doesn't like, and we've all talked about this in the past. There's reasons why there are certain people that like the group is not going to formally debate, because what we've noticed, especially with Avery, these people will come up, oh, I'm here for God logic, and so then he'll do a formal debate with them, and then a week later, that Muslim that he debated has like almost twice as many followers. And what I realized with the Muslims is it's not to win intellectually, right? Like it's not if it's actually true. They only support people that seem like they are courageous, quote unquote, right? Like they don't care if they get slaughtered. They just want a mouthpiece for the Muslims. So for us, it's like, why am I going to go to your panel? Why am I going to have a formal debate with you when I know that you don't even really care if you win or if you lose? Like, what's that dude that used to always try to debate Central Dollar, right? Like that guy doesn't care if he wins or he loses. He just wants the clout from debating people. So he'll debate anybody, and he'll just use that to get like a jump start for followers. So this is why we have these rooms where we're just having conversations with you guys, because there's no pressure for you to come up. If you don't want to come up, you don't have to. But we want a genuine, honest conversation about topics like these. because let's just face it, we go to your room, when we've done it, you're gonna mute us, you're gonna kick us from the stage, and then the people that follow us into the room, now they're stuck there. Bro, like we're not dumb. We've been doing this for years, bro. We know exactly how it goes.
And yes, we actually, you know, we do talk outside of the app about the people that are starting these conversations, having these lives. So we know who's out there, what they're saying, how they're approaching it, whether there's someone worthy of a conversation with. I'm talking about these people that claim to be scholars and claim to be, you know, known. I had a sheikh, I mean, you were here, I mean, we had a sheikh come on. I had a conversation with a sheikh. I mean, how much higher do I need to go? A sheikh.
You need to talk to Allah himself, James.
When we were done, he was cooked.
You got to talk to Allah himself.
Yeah, after that, you need to go straight to Allah.
Yeah.
Guys, just quickly, sorry, just 1 second. There's a guy called Luke Apologetics. Luke Apologetics, he's just come onto the live now. He's going to press 1. He will be doing a similar topic today, similar topic after I'm done. I'm finishing in about an hour and a half. He will do the same, please. He has, again, a slightly different approach of the same topics. And I do like their style. These guys are doing a great job. So please, guys, he's put 1 in the chat. Give him a follow. And I mean, if you see guys like this as well, my man, if you can also, you know, I said this to
You followed him.
Beautiful, to Chris as well. You know, if we can get even to Avery, if we can get these, we can join just, you know, for 10 minutes or 15 minutes on their lives, just for, if, for example, there are more people following us that want to come to these lives, you know, this would be great, because we want these channels just to keep growing, because again, they are doing what we do and the audience is different. So they're a South African based group and their audience is predominantly South African, which is fantastic, because that's the market that we want to reach as well. In South Africa, guys, apparently there's only 1 million Muslims. Apparently, I did a search, around 1 million Muslims, yet you'll see them everywhere thinking that there's more than 1 million Muslims.
How many Christians are there?
It's a Christian country, so I would assume, I'm not too sure.
Really?
Yeah, South Africa is a Christian country, or was. You know, everything changes.
I don't know why I always thought like, but you're right. That's why. It's because of the perception. That is so interesting.
Yep. Let me just see that. How many South African?
And you know, the sad thing about it is, because we have that same problem here in America.
85%.
Wow. We have that same problem here in America. There's a small city in America, in a state called Michigan. It's called Dearborn. And in Dearborn, it is the largest Muslim community in the United States of America. It's not that big of a city. And apparently when you go there, the reach that these guys have just from Dearborn throughout the rest of the US makes you think that it's like little Saudi Arabia or something like that. There's Christians there, obviously, but the problem is with Islam, because of the aggressive nature of the religion, and that's not a good thing because it's aggressive in the wrong ways, they will have you to believe that it's their city. They will have you to believe that
like you're in Saudi Arabia.
Yes, like it is the correct religion. So what I realized with Islam is that it doesn't pride itself on truth. Like if you ever like listen to Muslims, they'll say, yes, we have the truth, but they really pride themselves off of intimidation. If you really look underneath like the hood, it's not about truth. It's always going to be about intimidation. This is why they always try to intimidate people by screaming and yelling and saying that they'll unalive you. But the fact of the matter is, it's not like that. And I think that that's what's going on in South Africa, because I always thought it was a Muslim country, to be honest with you.
No, mate, there's only 2% and 1.6% Muslims. 1.6%, so not even 2%. It's just around 2 million of about 60 million population. But my whole point is, South African Muslims think that they're more Muslim than the Saudi Arabian Muslims. I actually spoke to a Saudi Arabian Muslim before I started doing TikTok a few years ago. and he said to me, he laughed when I said I was from that he was visiting South Africa, and he said, "Oh my God, when I got there, these guys claim to be so Muslim and that." Now, I was in Abu Dhabi. You remember last year, 2 years ago, I was in Abu Dhabi, and I visited a Muslim friend. I stayed with them. Funniest thing is, they told me that when they went to mosque, they were shouted at mosque because they prayed wrongly. They didn't even.
What do you mean prayed wrongly?
They had different movements with their arms that they were corrected in how to stand and how to fold and blah, blah, blah. But South African Muslims think that, like, Mufti Menk, think that they're so above everybody else. Again, that's silly. Hey, when a DJ, minazo kuluma bichani Zulu, awe mfet, musunganga la, minazo shaya wen. And muni warini me bro, me don. Muni ver umbelskofni.
Said you can't even speak Africans.
Afrikaans is a language. So I just spoke Zulu and a bit of Afrikaans to him. But yes, I am gone daif. I don't speak it anymore, man. It's been like.
What's your first, James? Well, I meant to ask you this. What's your first language?
South Africa, English is English and Afrikaans is you have to learn that in school, right? You have to do that in school forever, and like on the whole 12 years in school, and then after that, and you grow up in different areas. So I grew up in a Zulu place, so we weren't allowed. And when we did speak Zulu, it was like the police, the white folk didn't want you to speak it because they didn't understand it. So you get beaten. So because we grew up, mixed, we used to speak different languages and put them into one language. So I'd speak English, Afrikaans, and Zulu, and mix it up. And when I spoke to a white person, they would be like, "Why? What did you just say?" And I'll be saying, "Well, I just spoke English to you," because it became second nature to combine the languages. So if you spoke to, for example, to any South African, they would say to you, they'd speak to you, and you'd be like, "Huh?" And because they throw in a bit of Afrikaans in there or something. We've got 11 official languages. We had 11 official languages.
Wow.
Yep.
That is insane, bro. And that's why, like, man, I love learning languages. Like I told my family is a Cuban Jamaican. My mom's side, that whole side is Cuban. So growing up, like, I would hear Spanish a lot, and I can read Spanish pretty well, actually, but I don't speak it as much anymore. But like, when you learn another language, it opens up a whole new perspective as to how you can look at people and at life, because there are certain things you can't even convey in another language. But because you learned it, like, you're able to understand people a little bit better. And that's why, like, I love Arabic. It has nothing to do with the religion. I just genuinely love the language, but it's because I love languages. So I always like to ask people, like, what languages do they speak? And that's really interesting to me.
So hang on a sec, we've got a guest. Let me see. And he's gone. Okay. So guys, for those that are asking me if I am, because people are now sending me DMs, yes, I was born in South Africa. For those that are trying to find me, I am in Cape Town. I'm in retreat in Cape Town. I'm behind the White House with the tiled roof. There's a dog barking 2 doors down from me, and you'll see an old skora in my yard. So you can find me there.
These guys, man, they would, like, bro, like, if they really knew your address, bro, they would wait all day inside your fridge. And then when you came home from work, they'd pop out, bro. Like, that's like, these guys, dude, is what a crazy religion, man.
Yesterday or the day before, some guy was asking me to show my face. I'm not even
Like, for what? Like what, he wanted to date you?
Yeah. I've got family in retreat, Luke. I've got family in retreat, and I've got family in Mitchell's Plain. So in October, I told you guys I'm coming down in October. I will be in several places in Cape Town. But as I said, anyway, let's just get back to the topic. Guys, please, Muslims, join in. Just one
I
second.
meant to ask you, how did the chat GPT thing go yesterday? Did you get a chance to use it? Oh, can you hear me?
Sorry,
Can
bro,
you hear me?
I just had to let the dog out. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was asking how the chat GPT thing go yesterday?
I haven't used it, man. I swear. It's just been, I stayed on this so I could have things to do. I could have time later.
Yep.
And I think I asked it one question because it was, I'll send you a message. Because what happens is that you log in and then it asks you which account you want to use.
Right.
So now I think it's set up. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, the best thing, and what people don't realize, and like they think it knows everything, because essentially how it works is it's an intuitive assistant that scours the internet and just gives you the answers in a way in which a real person is speaking to you. So it gives the illusion that it knows everything. But I realized with Chat GPT, you have to like double check it, especially if you're using it for like research purposes. You really have to check the sites that it pulls up. It's good for stuff like finding verses and formulating ideas, but for research it's still pretty naive. So if you're going to use it for research, just make sure that you double check it. And this is for the Muslims in the chat too, because you guys use it all the time to try to take the church fathers out of context. I've seen you guys do it several times. Make sure you guys double check and fact check it, because I've seen you guys do that. It's not going to help you, trust me.
Mars, I just want to say this. I've got family in Australia. I was there. Sydney. I want to come back. I'm planning, because I've got family in New Zealand as well. So I want to go to New Zealand because they're nagging me to come over. Guys, I do travel a lot. I am blessed with 007 business around the world. So I do travel a lot. I will be in the UK in September. So yeah, I do travel a lot. I was just a couple of weeks ago in Hungary and in Italy. So that's why I didn't do the lives, because I was away. Don, if you're taking me for dinner, no, Don, no jokes. I'll talk to you, John. I'll send you a message, and we can have a chat. I'm coming over with not just me. I was in Finland last year with my son. I'll send me. I'll be back, guys. But I'm busy. I want to go back to the States. I was there a long time ago. I want to go back and I want to meet all these people like Amin and Avery and Paul and all these guys in Canada. And because I was in Canada a couple of years ago when I was going to Cuba, but at that time I didn't really know. I didn't know, people in Canada. I didn't ask locations. But now that I know where people are, plus minus, yeah. I am not going to be alone on the Sunday. It's on for Speaker's Corner. I will go back to the UK because now we need a visa to enter the UK, funny enough. So I've just got my 2-year visa sorted so I can go back.
That's a place that I really want to go to as well. I was supposed to go this past time. Well, no. It was the time before that, I believe, with Avery, but I can just never get the time to do almost anything. Like even with my channel right now, I haven't had the time really to upload anything. I've just been so busy, but I really want to go to the UK, at least just to see it, just to kind of see how people live there, and
It's
like
called
what it's like and stuff like that. That's what they say, man. They say, no offense to the UK brothers and sisters here, but they say, like, bro, y'all are cooked, bro, with the Muslims. Like, they say they everywhere over there, man. Like, can't even see the floor. So I don't know. That's definitely something that I would like to kind of see and experience, though. Yeah.
Okay, guys, if there's any Muslims, I really want to just stick back to the topic because, as I said, in an hour and 20 minutes, I'm going to be pretending I've been doing stuff the whole day when we know that I didn't. I mean, you guys that are married, you know how it is. You pretend you were so
Yep.
more. You know, you splash some water on your head, and you know,
Yeah, man. I
pretend
was
you were sweating the whole day.
it's funny, like the only time I really get a chance to get on this app is like if I'm, in between stuff at work, or if my wife goes to get her hair done, or does something, because you know how it is. If you're home and they see you like just sitting there, they'll find something for you to do, bro.
Oh hell yeah! For the
Like,
people asking how I fund my, I am a supermodel. I do. Yeah, no, I just pose in underwear, and you'll see me on billboards. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding, man. Calvin Klein, yeah. So if anyone has any Calvin Kleins they want to send my way, I'll take them. But guys, listen. In all fairness, we do this. This is a hobby. This is on the side of being a father, a husband, or a husband and a father, and a child of God. So, besides trying to provide for the family, please know that we don't do this. I'm not. You guys can see what gifts I get. None of these gifts will cover a dinner for a family. So I can't live off these gifts. This is not what I ask for. This is not what I'm doing it for. The gifts are just a bonus. And as I said before, these are paying for the different things we use to keep the channel going, because we're using StreamYard that needs to be paid. We're going through YouTube, yada, yada. My point again is that we are taking our time out. And remember, Muslims, this is now for you Muslims. We don't do this because we want to attack Islam. I have Muslim family. I don't want them to turn around one day and say, oh, your Bible says this, and attack, without having an explanation as to the topic that they're approaching. So if I'm asking my family, why are you, Ma, send me a message. Send me a DM. So if my family says, why are you asking questions about, for example, Allah having partners? My intentions are important. It's because my intentions are showing these people that I'm just showing them that there's an alternative, that what they have been taught has been a lie. That's why I ask the questions. It's a simple question. Can I become a Muslim and submit to Allah alone? The simple answer is no.
this topic, James, I spent the latter half of yesterday morning after you ended. I spent maybe about 4 hours on just 464 through 65 alone, tearing apart the grammar, because what I feel like they do, I feel like there is and I'm gonna prove it from the Quran and just and how the grammar in Arabic works. I haven't found a good translation for 464 and 465, because when you read it, and I don't have it in front of me because I'm in the car right now, but there's a section where it uses we call it in English a conjunction, but in Arabic it's a harf ataf. It means like a conjunction is something like and, or then, or so, therefore. Those are conjunctions, and they tie things together. Now, there's different types of conjunctions in grammar. There's a conjunctive adjective. There is there's different types. In that verse, it uses in 65. I don't know if you can bring it up, James. Can you read 465 in English and just tell me what it says?
Yes, sir. See, that app that I said to you, the thing that Word said we must use to put it on the screen. We need to sort that out. So watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go. Are you not going to be able to hear me? Oh, I don't know if you can hear you then. Okay, I'll never mind. I was going to do a test where I can show you I can do it on the YouTube, but we need to sort that out. 1 second. Where am I? You see it? Oh, it's on. 65. Let me just do something. There we go. 465 says, but no, by thy Lord, they will not believe till they make thee the judge regarding the disagreement between them. Then they shall find in themselves no impediment touching thy verdict, but shall surrender in full submission. That's
Okay.
the Arabary.
Can you pull up the Arabic just for that first section? Because I'm gonna show what they do. And I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or what, but it just seems weird the way they translate it. James, I meant to tell you, did you know on Quran.com, and I found it so fascinating, did you know that if you hold control and press K, I know it sounds dumb, like, oh, you guys probably knew this, but if you hold control and press K and type in the Quran verse, like just type in
465.
4:65, it'll pull it up. And if you do a semicolon after that and type in another verse, it'll pull that one up like underneath it. So you can read two verses at the same time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this first. 465, and there's the
Yeah.
Arabic and the English.
Okay, so so for those who can read it, it says فَلَا وَرَبِّكَ لَا, what is it? يُؤْمِنُونَ.
Yeah, min menu.
Yeah. I'm driving, so I'm not going to be able to just sit there and just read the whole thing. But that first section,
Yuhakkimuka.
يُحَكِّمُكَ, yeah, it means make you judge. So
Thimma
ثم
sarjara
شجرة بينهم
bainun.
ثم
Thumma la yajidu
يجدوا في
fi anfusihim
أنفسهم
hajaran
شجرة
mimma
مما
kaidaita
هديت نعم ويسلم
wayusallimu
Yep.
taslima.
تسليما. All right. So that first part at the beginning, you see where it says فلا. Okay. So fa, that first letter fa, it's the F, like it just means it's like a F in English, it's the F letter. But in Arabic, it means so or therefore. It is a conjunction. So it shouldn't, they translated but no. It doesn't mean but no, it means so no. Now, some people are like, oh, like what's the difference? It doesn't, no. It's a big difference. Can you read 64 and then go into 65, James? And then instead of saying but no, say therefore no. Can you do that for me, please?
Let me see. And we will not send any messenger except to be obeyed by the permission of Allah. And when they wronged themselves, had come to you and asked forgiveness of Allah and asked forgiveness for them, the messenger surely would have found Allah often forgiving, most merciful. Then,
No, therefore.
therefore, by your Lord.
No. It said, therefore, no.
Surely, blah, 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 Allah merciful. Therefore.
Okay, now pause. In English, how do you understand the word therefore?
You're giving a reason. It's a reason.
Exactly. So everything, because it's a conjunction, basically. So basically, everything that happens before the therefore cannot happen until whatever else happens afterwards.
This
So
is what
if
you
I
were saying. You know, I tried to figure what you were saying when you sent the message, man. Now I get it.
You get it? So basically, it's like, for instance, if I say, I heard the call to prayer, therefore I went to pray. Okay, will I go to pray if I don't hear the call to prayer?
No, you prayed. You heard the call to prayer, therefore you prayed.
Exactly. Now, therefore, or so, or in Arabic, fa is a conjunctive um, adjective. Basically, it just means that, and it's getting kind of technical, but it's going to make sense. There's different types of conjunctions. This conjunction means that whatever happens has to happen immediately after the first clause. So it's like, for instance, heard the call to prayer, so I went to pray, or therefore I went to pray. That means that whatever happens before elicits an immediate response. The reason why this is important is because according to 64, Allah surely will forgive you when you ask Muhammad to ask for you. Therefore, make him judge immediately and do all of this stuff. You cannot even have faith unless you do everything that comes prior. You can't even be forgiven unless you do everything prior. This is why they translated but no. But it should actually be translated therefore or so, because if you translate it but no, it makes it seem like it's like almost like optional or something like that, or it can still have some type of possibility. But if you translate it therefore, it directly ties Muhammad to forgiveness, the previous verse. It like directly, immediately, as a conjunction, that's how they work. So for this particular verse, it says, therefore, it is making Muhammad demonstrably a partner with Allah. It is implicit in the verse because you can't even be forgiven. You can't unless you make a judge. You can't even have faith to be forgiven unless you make a judge. It is directly tying Muhammad to Allah implicitly.
Let's see what it says. It's a combination of the preposition and the word meaning no. It's a complicated preposition that's used in certain sentence structures, meaning so, thus, thence, and therefore.
There we go. There we
So
go.
it can have different meanings depending on the context, but essentially it says it means no, but can mean therefore.
It's two words. It's fa, which is a prefix, which means, like I said, it means so, therefore, this and that. And then there's the other word, la, which means no. So it should be translated, therefore, no. James, if you type in or if you copy that fala and put it into, like, remember I said, if you go to Quran.com, and if you like copy that fala in that verse and you type it in, like you do the control K, all of the verses that pop up that I translated. So if you go on Quran.com, hold control and press K. Do you see that search up comes up in the upper right hand corner?
I'm way ahead of you, man. I'll be way ahead of you. So there we go. Now, like for example, 10, 104, 107.
If you hold, if you hold control and click on that, like, and just click on each one of those, it'll pull it up in a new tab and you can read it in the English. So if you hold control and then click on that first verse it gives you, you can read the English translation and how they translate it.
And I saw them advertising for this mat where you can get all these. What is happening there? Okay, so let me see. 10:104. It says, "Say, O Prophet, O humanity, if any doubt in my faith, then know that I do not worship these idols. You worship Allah instead." And okay, maybe
if you look at if you go through the thing, like you know how you can scroll through the Arabic and it'll give you the word by word translation. You see where that fala is, and it'll translate it like then or so or therefore or something like that.
Yeah, I see that because it says over here, for example, I think this is where you want me to go.
Yeah, right there. Then you see how it says that? Okay, so can you read that verse and then explain how then not is being used?
Say, O mankind, if you are in doubt of my religion, then there we go. See, that makes sense. It answers itself. Then.
Exactly. Then what?
Yeah, then you get the answer. I worship
Exactly.
those whom you worship. And then the
Now,
other one would be there where fala. Where are you, fala?
it's right
Where are
there.
you, fala? Is that fala there?
No. Yeah, right there.
Again, so it says there is. And if Allah touches you with adversity, there is.
No. Yeah, it says basically then know that there is no. Yeah, there is no. It's still working as a then, therefore, or no, there is no whatever. So it's still working as a, and you can go to any verse in the Quran and it does the same thing. So basically how it's working is there's independent clauses, and then right after the independent clause, or right after the clause A, there's clause B. Clause B, after the therefore or so, or there is no, or whatever. Right after clause A cannot exist without clause B. It just doesn't make any sense. And clause B does not exist with clause A. So the fa works as a conjunction, things together as a consequence, or as a consequence. And you see this all throughout the Quran. It's everywhere. So my argument is...
What is this word? What is this word?
Let me see. I'll go to the English translation because I need to see it in, or just click. I've never seen it produced. I've never seen it like that before.
Yeah, never mind. It's okay. I'll just check.
Yeah, but that's how it works, man. So my argument is that just based on grammar alone, as a conjunction, like it's a consequent. You can't have whatever that's in clause A without what comes after in clause B, and the conjunction, like a bridge, ties them together. So this is showing direct partnership. Like, I don't know how else to put it. So James, can you hear me? So you guys hear me in chat, or is it just my phone?
Yeah, one sec. I can hear you. I'm just trying to find the picture again. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just give me 10 seconds.
Yep. So guys, in that other verse that James read, that last one, when it said no, notice what they did in parentheses, because the way it's supposed to be translated, they put there is. So it's still working as a consequent. It would be like, then no, or so no. So that's why they put there is in parentheses. It's the same thing. And you can type that, you can just copy that and put it in the search thing in Quran.com, and it'll give you all the verses that have the phrase. You can just read the translations word by word, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think if you want to say like, but no, but no doesn't really make sense, because that really works more as a, but no is still a negation. But in Arabic, you'd probably say bal together. Bal means rather. So like that's more of a proper translation. If you want to say no, it would say bal. It's kind of like in the verse, what is it, 37:12? Bal ajibta wa yaskhurun. But they rather, wonder why, or they mocked you while you were amazed, or something like that. Rather would be a better word to use there if they want to say but no. So they should probably rather, which means but no. But that word, those two words together, should be understood as so no, or therefore no, or like how the other one, no, there is, whatever. So I'm working on a paper explaining this, and I'm gonna try to finish it today and make a video about it. Seems like it's a little complicated. When I show the video, I'm gonna go extremely in depth, and it'll be really easy to understand. And for those of you guys who are learning Arabic, it would be good to watch the video as well, because then it'll help you learn the language in context. Because now James knows how to spot a conjunction in Arabic with those two words. So
Holy says, hi, Amin. James, please delete the 10-minute stream. I had a 10-minute one yesterday. I don't think it was that fruitful. So I don't know. If I have a habit, if I delete something, I will delete all of everything. So, I mean, I'm asking you, man, when you get a chance, if you see a 10-minute video and he says, hi, Amin, please, James, delete the 10 minutes. Then Chris Namobi says, wow, that's 50, man. 50 bucks, man. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Happy
God bless,
birthday,
man.
James. You are blessed and highly favored. You have been a blessing to us. Much love from Dallas, Texas. And my people in Nigeria are always watching too. Man, you guys, God bless you. It's humbling, the love that I can get from you guys. It's just,
God bless, man.
God bless you guys. Thank you. And again, yes, it is my birthday. I do thank you to all of you for all the gifts you've given me so far. Just know that we are blessed and highly favored. We are blessed and we have Christ with us. This is why we are sharing the gospel with people. And again, the people say, why don't you just talk about Jesus instead? And I keep saying, you can't put something clean in something that is dirty. And I mean that with love, Muslims. You guys have been taught lies. You need to first get rid of these lies to know truth. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We don't hate you. We don't. When you guys see me, if anyone does see me in South Africa, you will see that in Cape Town, I will have Muslim and Christian cousins getting together with me, sitting at the table, and none of us will mention religion. The Muslims will be covered, their hair, not their ninja nonsense, and the Christians will be, dressed as normal people would be. You'll never see us talking against each other or attacking. When I do have conversations with them, it's coming with love, from a place of love. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Nigeria, we love you. Africa, we love you. I am 3% Somali, so we love you. I am 5% Nigerian, so we love you. I did the DNA test. It's crazy. But I can tell you that, man, I got to have a conversation with my folks. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm 5% Nigerian, 3% Somali, and there's other percentages in Africa that I'm still got. So yeah, man. So, God bless you guys. I'm African at core. Say what you want. My DNA tells me who I am, and my religion tells me who to follow. So, we are all one in Christ. And just remember that we present Christ for who he is, not who we want him to be.
Speaking of that, about following Christ, I was watching.
Sorry, go.
No, it's okay. I was watching Life's live, and I like watching his live. Like it's very entertaining. Like, it's so funny, bro. But he had another topic up yesterday. It was what was basically like Muslims don't know Jesus, right? He was kind of leading with that as the topic, and it's interesting the things that they say. I've done a topic like this in the past, but he kind of took it a different way. I think he was going through like somehow he tied it to like the 10 Commandments, and like Muhammad broke all 10 of them, so you should follow Jesus. But like the answer they give to some of these basic questions, because James, don't they go around saying that they honor Jesus, that they love Jesus. Even sometimes they'll say that they love Jesus more than Christians, and that they have to correct Jesus. And but then when you ask them basic questions about Jesus, they can't give you any answers, at least without using our Bible. So maybe one day next week when you get some time, maybe we can do a topic like that, because like I want to dispel this idea that Muslims have to correct Jesus. You guys don't even know who.
Well, we'll do that again because today's the last of this topic, and the topic will be who is Isa or who is Jesus. We've done this before, and again, it was a simple topic. Muslims again will have to go to the Bible to give us any truth about Jesus, because the only thing they can say about Jesus that they're 100% sure of is we believe. We believe.
Right.
That's it. And this is why I said to you guys earlier, we believe means you're in doubt. If I said, I mean, who are your parents? You wouldn't say, well, I believe that guy and that guy is my parent. You know who your parents are. Belief means a sign of doubt. I believe that they're my parents. I believe that's my car. No, I believe that that's my shoe. Showing doubt. So when you say you believe in Jesus, you believe in Allah, you believe in Muhammad, you're showing doubt. By following them is the difference. You know who they are, therefore you follow them.
And even that's kind of absurd. Like they say that they follow Jesus, like, or that they follow these guys and these prophets. But the only one that they really follow is Muhammad, because they don't know anything about the prophets that came before. They just know what Muhammad.
Exactly what Muhammad has given them.
Said, like, we can actually open. Exactly. We can literally open our Bibles and just read what the prophet said. So, you know, even if like somebody didn't trust Jesus's words in the New Testament, or the apostles or the church fathers that come after, like, we can literally just go to the Torah. Like, but you guys tell us that we don't have the Torah. So how do you actually know that Moses said whatever Muhammad said about him? Like, how do you know that? You just have so you really believe Muhammad.
So watch this. Show you this, right? Tell me if this sounds, how this sounds. Obey me, submit to me, love me more than your mother and father. Love me. Who
That's
does
what
that sound like?
that's Jesus said that in Matthew chapter 10, verse 36 and 37.
Okay. Now, if a man's saying that, if a man is saying that, you need to love me, you need to obey me, you need to follow me. If you disobey me, you're disobeying God. If I said to you, if you disobey me, you disobey God, what am I making myself?
Cult leader. But you're making it God, basically.
Equal to God, right? Now,
Yeah.
Muslims, this is why we're having these topics, which is today's last day. I gave you guys your 3 days. You guys couldn't make it make sense. In Islam, you guys are told to submit and to prostrate, but you're not told who to prostrate and submit to. Man said, Sid, are you schooling me today as well?
Sid is back again.
James, don't dare come up in the panel while I can speak more than 30 seconds, bro. Please don't do that next time. You were baked, bro.
You got cooked. You got embarrassed. You got
go,
humbled. That's why you ran.
Okay,
You ran like Forrest Gump. You were crying. Oh, he's not giving me a chance to speak. I ask a simple question and you panicked. You folded.
Anyway, tomorrow, 3 o'clock, come watch the debate. We're having full debate about the covenant, yeah? Come watch it, bro.
Beautiful. I can't wait to watch it. But
yeah,
a covenant with who?
Between Ishmael and Isaac.
Ishmael and Isaac. According to the Bible, who's the covenant made?
Oh, James, tomorrow I'm going to have the debate, man.
In your Quran, in Surah 29:27. Can you read it for me?
Yeah, I know. That's giving you just the line of Isaac and Jacob, but also...
So was Ishmael mentioned?
Not in that verse, but
not in that verse. I understand. So again, we understand that he was a prophet.
Answer you, James.
And My man, I would cook you on that subject, and I don't even need to do any research on that. I can
Bro.
show you that Ishmael wasn't a prophet. He was only a prophet in Islam, that the lineage stops with him by himself,
Okay.
nothing after him, and everything continues through Isaac if you go back to the Bible. But now
You'll
that
see
you're here,
tomorrow, James.
now
You'll see
that you're
tomorrow.
here, guys, give Sid a follow, and those that are not following him, follow Derron, Derron, tomorrow at 3 o'clock UK time, Sid?
Yeah.
UK time, 3 o'clock UK time. Go and watch the debate. Sid is the type of guy, very charming, beautiful dimples, a handsome fella, but so lost and so deluded. I mean, he's like a guy that thinks he can step in the ring with Mike Tyson and looking at his little ballerina biceps, saying, Sid, just sit down, man. Stay peachy, man. Stay cute. Don't go in the ring, bro. You're going to get embarrassed.
Trust me, James. Tomorrow you'll see, bro.
Dude,
Tomorrow.
you're going to get hooked, man, but it's okay. I pray that the humiliation doesn't knock you down forever.
James,
you come back looking for truth. But now that I have you here, I want to ask you a question. Besides, you guys, you did your little ad for your debate tomorrow. I want to ask you just one question. Can you tell me, if you had to define a partner, how would you define a partner?
What do you mean? Can I, James, you know that verse you brought? You see, that's
No.
You
Focus
ask
on
a
the topic
question,
now.
then you
Focus on
move
the
on.
topic. I just want to know.
You ask a
Tell
question.
me, how
move
do
on
you
to the next
define a
question.
partner?
What do you mean?
Do you, your business that you have, are you the owner of the business?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any partners?
Back home I do, not here.
Okay. You have partners. Can you explain the partnership? Do you decide everything, or do your partners have any say? Are they silent partners?
In business, yeah, we have to, we have to both agree on the same thing.
Beautiful. So partnership would be two people.
James, I know where you're going with this.
Hang on, why?
Don't go, bro.
Sid, oh, come on, just let us fix the question.
You know, guys, I've debated James so many times. Before he speaks, I know what he's gonna say. I swear to God, bro. He's gonna go to Muhammad, his partner with Allah, because
Sid, in September, I'm coming to London. Are you in London?
Manchester.
In Manchester. Are you United or are you blue?
United.
Beautiful, my man. Now you got at least a little bit of respect from me. Okay, so I'm not going to be in Manchester this year. I'll be in Manchester next year, but hopefully I'll bump into you and we can have lunch.
Yeah, no worries.
That's it. Again, the partnership is two people or a group of people working together to come to a common goal, correct?
Yeah, like God working with his prophets, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So God working with his prophets, but in Islam, is God working with his prophets or is he working with his prophet?
Prophets.
Okay. So when you're working together, you said that's the type of partnership then, correct?
Yeah. I want you to open chapter 236 and I want you to read it, people. Go ahead.
Before we get that far, we're trying to understand what a partnership is. So you agree that Allah is in partnership with his prophets to work together to come to a common goal, correct?
Can I answer?
Yes, please.
So you starting with the fallacy already. Why? Because the prophets work for Allah. Do you understand? So you asked me if I choose a partner, yeah, I have to agree with him in everything, right? But the problem here, if I put down to your logic, these people works for me. They're not partner with me.
Okay, watch this, Sid. As the boss, if you're the boss and you've got these people working for you,
yeah.
If you decide that everybody will start work tomorrow at 8 o'clock, is that a negotiation or is that a command from you?
A command.
Okay. If anyone says no, I want to start at 7:30 because I watch Dubai Bling. It starts at 11 o'clock, so I'm going to be tired in the morning. So, oh, shame, poor you. Dubai Bling, of course.
Can you also say the second option though?
Or you come in at the normal time. You come in at 7.
If the second option is they could ask me for a favor, I'm taking my girlfriend for dinner tomorrow. I have a day off.
But that's once. That's a one-off thing. That's a one-off thing.
I get that before you even get that.
Hang on, Sid. If that's a one-off thing, then we understand that because you're saying, listen, tomorrow I'm taking my wife to dinner tomorrow night. I can't come to work because is it okay I come at 9? The boss would be fine. But he said, listen, every day I watch Dubai Bling or Libyan Bling, and I will be late for work. So I want to start at a different time. Are you going against the command of the boss?
Make your point, bro. Like literally, make your point.
If
Where you going
Allah
with this?
commanded you to pray in Arabic and you say no, I want to pray in French, did you disobey Allah?
In that sense, yes. But okay, where are you going with that?
Okay, Muhammad
About
was
prayers.
commanded by Allah to recite the Quran in one dialect. Was that a command or a negotiation?
It's just the Quran come down in one dialect. Yeah, then Muhammad speak with Gabriel, told him that.
I didn't ask you that. I'm asking
the context of
you,
it, James. What are you talking about?
My man, listen to the question again. If Allah commands Muhammad to recite the Quran in one dialect, and if you disobey that command, is that a sin?
He didn't disobey.
I didn't ask you. We're doing a hypothetical now. We're in a hypothetical. If Allah said, He commanded you to recite the Quran in one dialect, and you say no,
He didn't say no.
Again, why are you panicking? You did say no. That's why you don't have one dialect.
Let me answer, man.
I'm trying to, but you're not answering the question I'm asking.
I am. I'm going into context, and that's what matters. Otherwise,
give me the context.
What we're talking about here? What we
the context?
If but and maybes. So let's get the context.
You saying the if but and maybe? I'm asking a straight question.
Yeah, I'm answering you straight as well, bro. But what you doing maybes? If Allah, if Muhammad. Let's read the context.
Okay. In the Hadith, I'll read the Hadith.
I know the
says
Hadith.
that Allah commanded Muhammad. Allah commanded. He says Allah has commanded you, not suggested, not asked you politely. He commanded you to recite to your people the Quran in one dialect. If you go against the command of Allah, are you disobeying Allah?
That's not what the Hadith talking about, bro. That's your understanding, which you
answer the question. Stop being a typical coward Muslim and running everywhere.
Look, guys,
is it a command from Allah?
Do you know why I start doing this?
When Allah commands, is it a command or is it a suggestion?
A command.
Okay. When the verse says, the chapters, the Hadith says, Allah commanded you to recite in one dialect.
Did Muhammad said no and he went and he did his own will?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Let's read. It says,
no, he didn't. I mean, he didn't. He asked Allah politely. He can give him more.
He asked him politely. Okay, so wait. So if he asked him politely and Allah obliges after he gave him a command, that means that they both have the same authority.
No. What?
I understand how you don't get this.
Watch this. What? Who won the argument or who won the negotiations? Was it Allah or Muhammad? Remember, Allah command for one dialect. Muhammad settled with 7. Who won? Who lost?
Yeah. Muhammad asked a favor from God, and God, because he loves Muhammad, he gave him that. Next question.
That is so weak. That is as weak as your whole tomorrow, man. Guys, notice this. So a command in Islam is a mere suggestion. If Allah commands you, does he mean it or is it just like a suggestion?
Depends the command you're talking about, though.
This is the one we're talking about.
This is crazy, bro.
He was commanded to do
5 years old can understand this, bro. Come on, man.
Sid,
he was commanded. If Allah commands something and you go against a command from Allah, have you sinned?
It's James, you know what? Actually, I think I know what's going on. You remember when the other Christian brother came up when I first came on and I was explaining to him what they do with equivocation? Sid, can you define to us how you understand the word command?
Command is telling you to do something.
Okay. So if God tells you to do something, so if God tells you right now, you need to make sure that you, I don't know, build an orphanage for the, starving children in Africa. Are you going to go to God and be like, no, I'm not doing that. Maybe I can do it like, like build half a house or something and then somebody else can finish it. Or are you going to do it?
But yeah, no, but on that context, he didn't command him to do something. It's just the Quran came
You see why I
down.
asked the question? You see why I asked the question, James?
That's the
You
problem.
just
I can't
told
answer.
me.
You cut me
You
off
just
in the
told
middle.
me that a command is God telling you to do something.
But on context, God did not tell him to do something.
Oh my goodness.
Can
It's
I,
in the
Let me read it. Let me read it. I'm going to read it word for, let me put it on the
you
screen.
cut me off, bro.
Oh my God. Cut me off. You're running, Forrest. That's, I want you to look what it says. I want you to just tell me.
In the English,
Allah,
yeah, but
listen,
in the Arabic is different.
Allah has
Your Umar.
commanded you.
It says
What
the
does it
same
mean?
thing, dude. It means the same thing, Umar. It's the same word, command, dude. It's in the Arabic.
Okay, but what
Sid,
I'm saying,
Sid, go slowly, Sid. Baby steps. I just want to do this.
bro,
What is
I
it?
this hadith, man.
Allah has commanded you. What does that mean?
Okay, commanded you, but there is different commands, bro. When it
There's
comes,
this.
yes, yes.
This is crazy, Sid. Bro, just leave this, bro. Leave this ridiculousness,
Bro,
bro.
are
Come
you
to
saying,
Jesus.
can I speak, man? Like literally, bro. Like, can I give
Sid, I want you to tell me the different types of commands they are.
it depends. Like the Quran came in one dialect, then Muhammad told him, my people cannot bear one dialect because they have different tribes and they speak in different accents. So he asked polite God if he can give him more dialects to the Quran, and God approved that. What's the problem with that?
So he didn't first command him to do it?
To have a case, if Allah told him that's one dialect, you have to do it, and Muhammad go on its own will.
He
And
literally said,
let's get different dialects. I want you to tell me.
that's crazy,
Give
bro.
me a list
exactly,
of the Sid, give me a list of the different commands there are in Islam.
it's a lot of commands, bro. Don't do
Give it to
this. It's a lot of things you cannot
Give me
do.
three. Give me two. Give me two different commands.
Well, don't put partners with God. Don't have.
But hang on, is that a command or suggestion?
No, it's a command, bro. That's
So
the
if
biggest
Allah
command.
commands you to recite the Quran in one dialect, you're saying there's different types of commands. You're telling me the thing is the command is a command. I want to know. It's like you have Daif, you have Sahih, and you have Hassan. What types of commands do you have?
Oh, James also, so Sid, if, because this happens a lot in the Quran, Allah says, do not take partners. Allah has no partners. That's a command, correct?
That's the biggest command. Yeah, even in your Bible.
Okay, good. So what if you said, you know what? Allah, can I be a partner with you? Do you think that he would relinquish that command and turn it into a suggestion?
Not really. Like the riba. Riba it's a big command. Don't do riba. Don't do interest. Period.
Okay, so
like
then
a lot of things.
Okay, so then that means that there's no different degrees or levels of commands. Command is a command, dude. Because if you're saying that this is not a command, law said recite in one, recitation or whatever, then you can't say, okay, well, maybe it's not really because then you'd have to be able to say, well, okay, taking a partner is not really a command either. You've now destroyed any working definition of command by you trying to twist it. A command is a command, bro. If commanded to not take partners with Allah and you turn it into a suggestion, it's no longer a command.
Yeah, but command is asking you, like I said to you, for something to do, right?
It's not a question. What, bro?
It's
Like,
not a
what?
question.
Are you okay?
But problem here on the hadith gives the command about the dialect, but it's not telling him don't do more than one dialect. And Muhammad said no. That's what you're doing.
Okay, watch this.
Understand?
According to the verse, did Muhammad recite it in one dialect?
7.
Did he go against a direct command from Allah?
No, not on his own will.
What was the direct command from Allah?
It was one dialect, no problem. But
Okay,
you'll have
so
a case.
1 second. Slowly. slowly. This is it. This is why I stop you.
Yeah,
Slowly.
I know, because you know
If
I'm gonna bury
Allah-
it, bro.
Allah commanded him to do it once, one dialect.
Mhm.
If he goes against it and then it's into negotiation and settle on 7, then it becomes a negotiation, not a command.
Yes, I
Muhammad won, not Allah. And again, you're all knowing God. The reason that he didn't know it is because Muhammad had to remind him that I know my people, you don't know my people. Just like when Allah commanded him to pray 50 times, Moses and Muhammad got together and said, And Allah was like, okay, 40, okay, 30, okay, okay, 5.
Is Moses
Right? So it turned into a negotiation. So Allah cannot make a decision by himself. He has to go through his partners, and together they find something that's suitable for the Muslims. Prove me wrong.
Jay, I have the perfect verse. I have
Bro,
it
2 seconds, man. 2 seconds. You don't even know Arabic. You got.
Okay, prove me wrong, Sid. Sid, prove me.
Okay, Sid, I have a question, bro.
Wait, hang on, McGraw, 1 second.
Yeah.
He's going to prove me first. 1 second. 1 second.
I will.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah, don't. Me
Allah does not do negotiating with his partners.
So earlier we give the example about the boss and the employees, right? And we said we both agree. Yeah, you can ask him for a day off, for example, right? So the same logic will applies to this context. So in here, did Muhammad go its own will and did more than one dialect? No.
Muhammad obey Allah when Allah said one dialect.
Yes, he did, because he did.
Islam has one dialect then.
See, you don't let me answer. You never let me answer, James. That's why
You're speaking absolute rubbish. This is why you say yes and you lying to everyone when we know that he went against the command of Allah. Okay, here's the question: did Muhammad
He's going to the question without
did
even
Muhammad
me
obey the command of Allah?
Yes, absolutely, bro.
You guys are dumber than most. This is Sid. You know, cancel the lunch, bro. I'll just have a with you. This is stupid.
But let me
telling
see,
me
bro.
that he obeyed when it. This is too stupid for me.
I can't get my point across if I can't speak, can I?
Jay,
Tell
let
me
me.
how Allah,
I
how
will help you,
Muhammad
James. I always
obeyed.
help you.
Tell me how Allah obeyed Muhammad. How Muhammad obeyed Allah when Allah said, "I command thee."
Yeah.
You just said it right the first time. How Allah obeyed Muhammad.
I want to test the steel. I want to test the steel of
Don't
James.
test me, bro. You can't speak Arabic, bro. Sorry.
Okay, I don't have to speak Arabic.
The other day you were talking about Arabic. You don't even know a word of Arabic.
I just came in the room. What are you talking about, bro?
You just said the Quran
Anyway,
should
Sid,
say
let him
this.
let him read his verse, please. 1 second.
Yeah, bro. I got this memorized. I don't read it.
Yeah.
It's verse 31. O my people, respond to the caller of Allah and believe in him. He will forgive your sins and keep you from a painful punishment. Is this not shirk 4 times?
Bro, I've already debunked this claim, and okay,
What do you mean you debunked? What are you talking about? We
Okay.
never talked.
We did, bro. You say this every time you speak to me.
Okay,
Okay.
so explain how this is not working with Allah.
Okay, Allah is speaking in third party. Next one.
No, Allah
Is
speaks in
Muhammad the
third.
third party?
Yeah, so who's the third party? Muhammad?
Oh my God, bro, you need to go learn Arabic.
Who's
Right.
the caller of Allah?
You.
Who is the caller of Allah?
Muhammad, but when the verse carry on,
Who is the caller of
Okay,
Allah?
it's okay.
Just
Bro,
tell me who the
bro,
caller of Allah
He's
is.
not.
Bro,
He's not
don't waste
gonna.
my
He's
time,
not
bro.
gonna
Allah
answer.
is in third party.
He's not gonna answer.
Okay.
Notice he doesn't. He can't tell the difference
He
between a
can't.
command and a suggestion. Can you tell me? Here's the question.
So in this
What is
verse,
the suggestion?
Bro,
yeah. So
don't
in
do
this,
this nonsense
hold on, Sid, if you can't answer, I'm going to speak to James. James,
Did, prove it
Allah,
otherwise.
Allah is speaking to his people, and he says, "O people, respond to the caller of Allah." Is that in any way, James,
Yeah, and
Allah
by
speaking to
responding
himself?
the caller
Is
of
that
Allah,
Allah speaking to himself?
yeah, by responding to the caller of Allah, he will
Okay, so
forgive your
the
sins.
caller
Get out
of
of here,
Allah,
bro.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's
Get out of
hang on a
here.
second.
Even James knows. Even James knows. I
No,
swear to
no, Sid. No, you're wrong again, bro. Come on, man.
bro, are you
Come
telling
on,
me that's what
Sid.
third party speaking?
Sid.
Come on, man.
Sid, can you tell me what is the meaning of suggestion?
The meaning, we know what's the meaning of suggestion. What's your
What
point?
I'm asking you, just what is the meaning of suggestion?
Well, you're suggesting something instead of something.
Okay, beautiful. So for I say to you, I suggest we have chicken instead of fish. Right?
Yeah.
That's a suggestion. If I say to you, we are having fish, it's not a conversation, it's not a suggestion anymore, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor examples, but okay.
I know, I'm talking to a Muslim, don't forget that's it.
Yeah,
Now, Allah said
talking to
that
Sid, bro.
you shall recite the Quran in one dialect. If it was a command, then you can't go against it. But if it was a suggestion, there is room for an alternative.
Yeah,
so
but
Muhammad is having a negotiation with Allah on a suggestion. It's not Muhammad, you shall and you will recite in one dialect. The suggestion is it's like a question mark. It's like me saying, you will recite the Quran in one dialect. And Muhammad's like, nah, not going to work for me. And then you will maybe recite it in two dialects. Not going to work for me. In 3, 4, 5, 6, and then eventually 7, Muhammad's like, yeah, okay, we can do 7. So the command turned into more of a question, that turned into a suggestion, that turned into Muhammad getting his way. Thanks for showing me. I want to ask you again. When you submit, can you submit to me?
If you were a messenger, yeah, no problem.
You will submit to a messenger.
To your message, yeah.
To my message or to the messenger?
To the message of the messenger.
Okay,
Obviously.
but not the messenger, because if the message is different to the command of Allah, you can't say that because it's just a suggestion. For example, in Islam, is lying ever okay in Islam according to Allah in the Quran?
If lying, generally it's not allowed, but there is few different cases when you can do that to do good. Yes.
Beautiful. Let's see what Allah says in the Quran, right?
Are we going to lie? Let me
Islam,
bury your argument first, James.
You got cooked on that. You simmering now. Just
no,
focus.
no.
In Islam, I want you to focus on the lies of Islam. In Islam, it says we are not even to lie, even if we will win the argument and make it to our advantage. In Surah 1692, it says, and do not be like she who untwisted her spun thread after it was strong, taking your oaths as a means of deceit between you, because one community is more plentiful than another community. Allah only tries you thereby, and he will surely make clear to you on the day of resurrection that which you used to differ. So over here it's saying, don't use lying to make it an advantage for yourself.
Absolutely.
When Allah says, slow down, Allah says in Surah 4:107, he says, and do not argue on behalf of those who deceive themselves. Indeed, Allah loves not one who is a habitually sinful deceiver. So we're not allowed to even lie, and we're not allowed to support the liar, according to that verse. Surah 2:9 says that when we lie, we first lie to ourselves, and this is a slippery slope, sending people to hellfire. Surah 2:9 says, they think to deceive Allah and those who believe, but they deceive not except themselves and perceive it not. Another one, where lying is a disease of the heart that only gets worse if left uncorrected. So, dude, throughout the Quran, Allah is telling you that if you lie, he will not support liars, that you will go straight to hell. He doesn't guide and those who transgress and lie. Now I'm telling you this because if Allah, the God of Islam, is saying lying is not okay, is that also a room for negotiation? Because your prophet comes afterwards and says lying is okay. Which one of the two is true?
Muhammad receives 2 wahi. I don't know if you understand what wahi is.
I know what
Revelation.
it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So one, it's about the Quran, right? And one goes with hadiths and the general explanations and everything. Yeah, because Gabriel visited him, he speak to him about things, blah 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 blah. So the same guy who's telling you the general lying it's not allowed is the same guy telling you in these cases you can do that. Do you understand? It's not coming from different people. It's not like Allah speaking, then I'm speaking. No, it's from the same person.
Exactly. It's not like Allah speaking. It's coming
Yeah,
from Muhammad.
Yeah, but Muhammad got that from Allah as well. That's what.
Well, we'll see. Again, the religion of Muhammad came from Muhammad, and Muhammad is telling you the Quran is true because the Quran is telling you that Muhammad is true. So the Muhammad is using the Quran to show you that Muhammad is true. Beautiful, beautiful example.
Muhammad never
Now
did
again,
anything
according
out of
to
his
you,
own will.
listen again. We'll see.
Teachings, the Quran.
Listen. So far, Allah and the Quran say lying is wrong. Correct?
Allah, yeah, and Allah telling to Muhammad that lying in specific cases also it's permitted. If
Beautiful. So hang on. Watch this now. Which is true? Which is more superior? Allah and the Quran or Muhammad and his hadiths?
They are both the same, bro.
Boom! You have one God that consists of Allah and his partner Muhammad, and together they work as one God. This is the Tawheed, the unification. And because they work as one God together, they can make decisions like how many times you must recite, how many times you must pray, whether you can lie, whether you can't lie. Over and over, your God only makes suggestions, not commands, because he works with Muhammad.
Only on these cases, bro. All these cases, you're talking general.
Bro, everything, bro.
So here's another question then. When you submit fully, Islam is to submit
to the will of God, yeah.
Beautiful, to the will of God.
And Muhammad has no will.
The Quran tells you you must submit fully to Muhammad as well, correct?
Yeah, like chapter 600 and what was the verse I bury you about that day?
465.
No, yeah,
that you can't even be a Muslim unless you submit to Muhammad and you accept Muhammad.
No, Muhammad.
Watch this. If I disobey Muhammad,
let me speak, James. Come on,
if I disobey Muhammad, if I disobey Allah,
let me speak, bro. On that verse, giving you the whole understanding that the messengers, not messengers that Allah sent to us, we need to obey who? Them, not just Muhammad. Every messenger.
Exactly.
Because that's the servant of Allah. That's the message.
Exactly.
And by obeying the teachings of Muhammad, you're obeying Allah.
Which is more important, Sid? The message or the messenger?
Obviously the message, bro.
Okay. So why doesn't your religion tell me to obey Allah and his message, but yet it tells me 1,000 times
what is the messenger?
Allah and his messenger?
Yeah, what is the messenger? Someone who brings the message. Come on, bro.
I know, but the message is more important than the messenger. You said it. Yeah, you said it.
When you listen,
when people people come to your store to buy a packet of crisps, are they coming for the packet or the crisps?
But it's a different context, bro.
What are they coming to? The packet or the crisps?
What do you mean?
What people want? Do they want the packet or what's in the packet?
It's irrelevant. We're talking about messaging.
Just 1 second. 1 second.
A messenger bring the message.
Just 1 second, Sid. 1 second. For the guy called Femto that's saying Bushman James, Femto mechanic. Not sure who you are. If you want to call me names and stuff, that's fine. But just remember, please, that when you call me names, your Quran tells me that as soon as you insult me, I can insult Allah and his Prophet Muhammad. So be careful. Your name is, what is your name? Mr. Femto mechanic. Femto mechanic, be careful what you wish for because I will deliver. Please be careful what you ask for. Right, me and Sid, we can go back and forth, but you'll never see Sid call me no Bushman, okay? So take your time, my man, Femto mechanics. Not sure if you need to go to a kindergarten to look for a new wife or something, but you know, stay away from them. Anyway, sorry, Sid. This is what we deal with, Sid, on when people come up and they think that they're someone, but they're no one. You know, I appreciate you because you come up. We can this banter back and forth, and we can have a laugh at the end, and I'll even eat dinner with you, man. I'll buy you lunch. Now you're gonna buy me lunch. You got the shop.
Yeah,
So
as long as
you
you
got
don't,
the-
bro. You know me. You know my boundaries, bro. You
I
don't.
got you, Sid. That's what I you, man. I can bring you up
I'm
every day
good
of
to
the
go,
week.
bro.
I
No
can bring you up
problem.
every day of the week, even though I disagree with 90% of the stuff that you say and that camouflage the truth. It's okay.
Because
I
I
don't
beg you
mind, but
every
at
time,
least you're
James.
man enough to have a conversation on a topic. I'm not sure who this femme mechanic is or he's trying to be calling me a bushman.
That's what they do, James. When they got nothing, they attack.
That's okay. But they must just remember, the Quran tells them clearly, if they attack me, Muhammad and Allah are open. So I have a topic, Fem 2. If you want to come up and discuss the topic, then welcome to.
I'll go down, bro.
Super duper, dude. Thank you for coming up. Let me see. 1 second, Sid. I just want to bring. Oh, he's gone. You notice, Sid, you and I can stick on chapter, we can stick on verse, and this is why I enjoy topic-based. And this is why I'll ask you, Sid, so far we know that you can't be a Muslim without submitting to Muhammad, right?
To
Because
the
that's
message
what
of
the Quran is.
Muhammad that comes from Allah. Yes.
Yeah, the verse says, submit to Muhammad, submit to Allah. Surah 465 and Surah 33.
Read 465. Read it.
Sure. It says, but by thy Lord they will not believe. So they will not believe till they make you the judge. Who? Muhammad. So they will not believe, they will not be able to become Muslims till they make you the judge of what they dispute in.
No, not this one, James. No.
Which one?
I forgot the number. I see. I've got. I'm not in my work today, so I haven't got my laptop on me.
But you just tell me which one. I got it all in my head, brother.
It's chapter 694 something, and it speaks about that Allah sends the messengers, not messenger, and we need to obey them. Do you understand? And by the permission of Allah. Yeah.
285.
No, I forgot, bro.
I'm telling you, there's many. 285 is one of them where you must obey the book and the prophets, the messengers. So 285 is, then they are unaliving one another and expelling a party from the inhabitations. Let me just read another translation. Then you are those unaliving one another and evicting a party of the people from their homes, cooperating against them in sin and aggression. And if they come to you as captives, you ransom them, although the eviction was forbidden to you. Do not believe in a part of what the scripture and disbelieve in part.
No, not this
What?
one. No.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake, man. This is saying don't, believe some of the book and not all of the book.
No, not this one. The verse, anyway, I got it in my head. The verse quote that the messengers Allah sent, you have to obey them. Do you understand? And that debunk.
I'll get it to you in a second. 1 second.
You know this, bro. We had this.
I know it, man. Hang on. Okay.
What's going on?
One
Hey,
second,
you're talking
man.
about real quick.
1 second. I just want to up this guy that says Bushmen can't debate.
Yes, the Bushman can't debate. Hold on.
No, hold on. You shut your mouth when you come to my life. Shut up and listen. Since you've come up, since you've been in the chat, you've been disrespecting me. So now it's my time to disrespect.
Why did you call me a bot?
I'm asking you to shut your mouth. You're nothing but a pagan pig to me. So now you come to my live and you're still trying to call me a Bushman and tell me I can't debate. Here's the topic that I have. Shut your mouth. Listen to me. I have a topic. Sit quietly. I have a topic. If you're willing to engage in the topic, you're more than welcome to engage in it. But be careful. If you insult me one more time, I will let loose on you, your prophet, your God. Please be careful. I ask you politely. Be careful what you say next. Are you willing to engage?
A lukewarm Christian. That's all.
Are you okay?
You're
to
a
engage
lukewarm
in the
Christian.
topic? Are you okay to engage in the topic?
Yeah, you let me talk or no?
Are you willing to engage in the topic?
Of course I am, but you need to apologize. Why you call me a
I don't have
bachi
to
boy?
apologize.
I'll also let loose.
I don't have to apologize.
Why are you threatening prophet and my religion?
Your religion tells me. Allah tells you
because you're.
Allah says in religion.
Okay. Why
Allah
are you so sensitive?
that if you insult, you must be careful because he'll insult Muhammad.
Turning off my camera. Stop turning off my camera.
Don't tell me what to do in my life,
truth?
please. Don't tell me
Why are you censoring the truth? You called me.
I'm not censoring anything. I'm calling you out.
Do you know what a bachi boy means?
Oh my gosh, dude, bacha bazi boy. You are
and now you're scared to be confronted about it, and
I'm
your
calling you
go-to
now.
was I'm gonna curse
Dude,
your
I'm
prophet.
saying it to you now. I'm calling you out. You are
You're not,
Buzzy
you're just,
boy. You are Bacha Buzzy boy. I read it.
what does that mean?
Let's give you the screen. 1 second. There we
Give
go.
me big screen. Come on.
There we go. So what did I say? Stop going to Banquets. Okay, let the camera on. That's okay. I said stop going to through.
So hold on.
Hold on. Be quiet. I'll read. I'll read it. You
This
an
is why you won't come
opportunity
to my
to
live.
join. Can we read it?
Because you're mute me, but on
Can
my
I read
live,
it?
on
So
my
then you
live,
read
you're
it.
afraid to be
Read
treated the
it.
way you treat me. That's why you're afraid to come to my live.
Fem2.
That's why you're afraid to come to my
Read
live,
it.
because you know
Stop
you know
crying.
you'll be cooked.
Read it.
You know you'll be cooked on a debate.
Read it.
Yeah, I'm focused. I won't let
Read
you
it.
dance like a bazzy boy
Read
on my
it.
stage. There you go. Why did you say a bazzy boy on my stage? Why did you call me a bazzy boy? You know what
That's how you're acting. You're acting like a Bacha Buzzy boy that's dancing for your little puppet holders. Now I'm telling to your face that you are a Bacha boy, that you're dancing for others, trying to make yourself
all
a
you
man.
do is
when
you
you're still
act like
boy.
a child. You're a lukewarm Christian.
You're still
you want
a
to
little
debate.
boy.
Let's
You're
debate, but you can't debate. You know why you can't debate? Because you have no manhood. You're a bushman. That's why you got bush vocabulary.
Beautiful. Now
Bushman
that you
vocabulary.
Now that you're here, let's focus on the topic. Stop crying.
May Allah curse.
Crying.
May Allah destroy you.
Would you like to focus on the topic? Would you like to focus on the topic? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go
debate or not. Debate or not.
Prophet. Go watch and go read about how a prophet, a grown-ass man, goes and penetrates children, and he says, Allah made me do it. Allah made me do it. Allah gave me a dream. Allah made me dream of little girl Aisha, and I had to get someone else to scrape the semen off my clothes. Why? Because I was having wet dreams about a little child. Your God made your prophet the best example to mankind, penetrate a little girl, and then he uses her little fingers to scrape semen that he's covered in on his clothes. So my question to Fem2 mechanic, whose semen was little girl Aisha off her clothes? Tell me, with your two right hands, God, the pagan with his foot in hellfire, tell me please, which man was spraying his little white juice all over Muhammad so that a little girl Aisha could scrape it off for him? Told you, dude. Focus on the topic. I gave you ample opportunity to focus on the topic, but you are Bacha Buzzy boy dancing. Stick to your table dance, your big dance. There's no need for you to come back up again. It's all good, my man. Take care. Do not approach again. Don't send me messages. Don't ask for debates. You are an idiot. You lower than low. You are low. Don't know if you're trying to make a name for yourself. I gave you an opportunity to address the topic. People are saying speak to Fem2. He's sending me messages. He wants to debate. He wants to talk to you. You came up. You had an opportunity. Came up and you had an opportunity. And guess what you did? That's what you did. That's right. Let me send you to Mecca. Take care, my man. Stay there. Circle the Kaaba.
Yeah, I don't think he likes you that much.
I'm not too sure, bro. I thought there was a chance of me and him having a good conversation at this point.
What about the Rebecca? Listen, Isaac and fucking Rebecca. What about
Funny good
that?
logic. You and I had a conversation the other day. Watch this. Watch what happened.
Why aren't you talking?
You and I had a conversation the other day. No one was attacking. No one was shouting. No one was swearing. Look what just happened, right? Now, because of the other guy, because he came up, you are talking about Rebecca, who wasn't the child who was penetrated. You're talking about Isaac. You know that Isaac was given that the stone was put to his lips. Now, I'm giving you an opportunity as well. Giving you an opportunity, good logic. I'm giving you an opportunity to have a conversation on the topic. The topic, good logic. Let's try. Would you like to do better, Fem2 mechanic, and have a conversation on the topic like we did the other day? Would you like to engage?
I am better than you, bro. I am better than you.
That's why I'm asking you to humble me.
Much better. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay.
Beautiful. Finally, after all that.
After all, yes, after all that.
Beautiful. Can you tell me, what is the meaning of a partnership?
What is the meaning of partnership? Explain that to me.
I'm asking you, what does it mean to have partners?
Yeah. Partners is someone is actually equal to you.
Beautiful. You have someone that's equal with you, you guys can make decisions together, and you work together, correct?
Yes. Are you like God? Are you like God?
I didn't say I'm like God. I don't know.
Okay, so
let's go slowly
God,
again.
according to Isaiah 46:9, I am God and there is none like me.
Okay, that's not me talking. That's not me talking.
Listen,
but it's okay.
Don't run.
I'm not running. I'm trying to keep you. I'm trying
the
to keep
Bible
you
is in your Bible.
I'm trying to keep you focused.
Example is in your Bible.
Focus. I'm trying to keep you focused.
Yeah, focus. Okay, focus.
Now, in your religion, what does? Can you tell everybody what does Islam mean?
Isaiah
I'm not sure what's going on right now. You've got a bit of a panic mode. It's okay.
You are in panic mode.
Good logic. I'm giving you an opportunity. Good logic. I'm giving you an opportunity. Giving you an opportunity. What is wrong with these pagans? My God, it's like they circle the Kaaba, they get dizzy, and then they try to make it, make sense in their own head.
What about you, fag? What about
good logic? Last chance. Last chance. Can you tell everybody? When you're submitting Islam, Islam means submission, correct?
Yes.
Who are you submitting to?
To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Do you submit to anybody else?
Nope.
So in the Quran, when it says that you must submit fully to Muhammad, then that's a wrong verse, false verse, it's a lie.
Yeah. No, that's not a lie.
So hang on a second. You said you only allow to submit fully to Allah.
Exactly. Okay. Submitting to a messenger is like submitting to a king. Do you understand that? If king,
my question was so simple. I said in Islam. My question was simple. Islam, who do you submit to? You said Allah alone, correct?
I submit to Allah and the messenger. I worship Allah.
Beautiful.
Are you okay?
So you submit Allah and his messenger.
Yes.
No, listen, so not just Allah. So not just Allah.
It is, listen, it is mentioned in your Bible.
My Bible doesn't have anything about Allah and Muhammad. Focus
God,
again.
And there is not like
Focus
me.
again.
I am God and there is not like
dude. I'm trying to keep you focused. Good logic.
Yeah.
So far, this is like bad logic. Watch.
Bro,
good logic.
Focus.
Focus.
Yeah, focus, bro.
You know the only way to make you guys focus. Watch this. Pretend there's a 6-year-old little girl walking out of kindergarten and Muhammad. Keep your focus on the little girl like you are supposed to keep your focus on the topic. Okay? Focus on the topic.
Jesus French kissed Mary Magdalene, bro. What are you saying? You're God.
And the jinns rode Muhammad.
Mary.
And the jinns rode Muhammad, and they rode him until he couldn't sit on his donkey. He couldn't sit on his camel. He had to bend down like he was prostrating, and he's saying to his friend, please, you got any more Vaseline or camel pee? Because you know what? I'm being buttered. I've been so hurt by these jinns that rode me all night long. Please help a brother. Don't do anything else. Just help me out. And then you got another guy that's kissing Muhammad. Oh, Muhammad, I've been waiting so long to do this.
James, really quick. I don't have mod anymore. So,
You think you like?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, when he saw your picture, he I don't know if he swiped right or left, but he's definitely locked into you. When you get a chance,
sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, when you get a chance, can you give me I don't know, maybe it's just like the app is not working properly, but when you get a chance, can you give it back?
You are, if that's what you're asking me, you are a mod already, but you got 4 months. Okay, guys, as I said, today's my birthday. This is just getting nowhere fast with these Muslims. I want Good Logic to block me. Don't ever speak to me again. Don't speak about me, Good Logic. I will forget you after this live is over. You are forgotten like the mechanic guy. Forgotten, because you guys have nothing to contribute. You guys are just like typical Muslims that just want to attack. You don't want to have conversations. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I'm another year younger. Well, I was going to say wiser, but you can see that talking to these Muslims, man, you get dumber talking to a Muslim than getting wiser. They will say the weirdest things, and then they want you to believe it. Submission is to Allah alone. But hang on, you have to submit to Muhammad as well. So then it's not Allah alone. They don't see the rubbish they come with. Seriously. I've got time for one more guy. This guy that's asking to come up. And then we'll see how this goes. Not sure what your name is. Chocolate. I'll just call you Chocolate. Chocolate, how are you? Chocolate, you there?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm a woman, not a man. First.
Sorry. No worries. That's okay.
Can I speak about what you said?
Say again. You fell out.
We Muslims, we obey Allah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
So in Islam, we obey Allah. We listen to Allah's words. We only have one holy book. We only have one. And you guys, in Christianity, you have multiple versions of the Bible. So can you explain that by itself without me saying anything about what he said? Like almost, just in the topic. Sure. Explain.
Beautiful. It's not on topic, but I can explain it. These are just different translations, all telling us the exact same thing. Just like if I went to the Quran today, I would see Pickthall, Sahih Intel, Yusuf Ali, Maududi, Ilali and Khan, Arbery. You've got many other people that just gave you different translations, not all saying exactly word for word, but the meaning is there. But my question to him was, Allah gives us a hadith and says that He's commanded Muslims to recite the Quran in one dialect, a command. If Allah commands you to do something, sis, can you disobey Him? You can come back.
Yeah, James, it's weird. I don't have mod status anymore.
It might be if
it's probably just a glitch on the app.
Sometimes it happens when I'm on Avery's live, then my mods thing disappears and then it comes back. Sis, are you back there? Okay, you got a very bad connection, not sure why. I can't hear. I'm going to drop you because I can't hear anything you're saying.
God bless you all, believe. Banco, if you want to come up, I want to sing for James. Happy birthday. Let's go.
God bless you, bro.
God bless. Hey, listen, I came up to sing for you. Happy birthday. So I wish my friend they can come up and we can do it all together.
Well, only if it's in
let's go.
Language.
No, I said the peace of Jesus upon you all.
Okay, I'm on time.
Are you ready?
Ready. Wait, we doing the black way or are we doing the regular way?
I'll follow you. See if I can. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to remember which way it is. Like, wait. Happy birthday.
Do it in normal one. Do it in normal one. All of us, we know it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, let's just do regular. Okay. Happy birthday.
No, let's do it jazzy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I'm do like
happy birthday, brother James. Happy birthday to you.
Amen. God bless you guys. Thank you for that. And you know, Amin is a singer, right? I'm not sure why he didn't chap in.
Is he?
there. Yeah, man.
What the heck?
He be a singer, that man. What the voice.
Come on back.
like
Pretend
Usher
he's at
sing
work.
like.
He's pretending to pretend. I'm at work. I had a call.
I mean, gonna sing it like that.
Let me say it. Let me say it in Arabic. Hold on. For the Muslims too. سنة حلوة يا جيمس سنة حلوة يا جيمس سنة حلوة يا جيمس سنة حلوة يا جيمس.
Shukran, Habibi. Shukran.
Hey, brother.
God bless
Love
you
you so
guys.
much.
Thank you so much for that.
So
Thank
much,
you so
brother.
much for that.
A lot of love.
You know, and I think that's the guys. I'm going to apologize. I think that's the best way to end the live. To be honest, I know there's like 300 people listening on YouTube and here, but as I said, you know, today I'm going to sort a few things out to get. I'm getting people over, so I need to get stuff sorted. Tomorrow's going to be a new topic. We can't do this topic another day. I think Muslims understand that their God cannot be worshipped alone. You need to obey Allah and Muhammad. And you know, this is just the fact. This is basic fact. And for my birthday, my wish for all you guys out there is ask yourself and check it. The religion that you follow, whether you're Christian or Jewish or atheist, or, you know, I'm saying atheism as a religion, or even a Muslim, ask yourself, is there truth in my religion? And is there truth in what these people are saying? Why is it that a Christian like me is able to ask these questions while Muslims at the same time are struggling? Why are the Muslims so afraid of having these conversations, yet they just want to attack? Over and over, guys, you notice, whether it's me, Little Dear, Banku, Christian Sheikh Ronnie, or Amin, we will read what Allah says, and you'll notice that's not what he means. Even Sid will agree to this. Even though Allah says something in the Quran, doesn't mean that's exactly what he means. A command in Islam is a mere suggestion. Sid agrees that it was a command given to Muhammad, but then he says, but it was did Muhammad agree? Did go against him? No. Of course he did. It's not one dialect you went against what Allah commanded. Meaning, when Allah commands, it's not a command, it's a suggestion. Allah commanded you to pray 50 times. Allah's like, nah. And Muhammad's like, nah. Let me get together with the board of, you know, the committee, the partners. You know, Moses, what do you say? Moses is like, no, man, they tried it with us, man. We had no time to eat, shite, and sleep. You know, we got 4 wives, we've got concubines, we've got all these children that keep popping out. We got to, you know, provide for them. Allah's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. And Muhammad's like, you know, the middleman. So guys, in Islam, Allah is not alone. Tawheed means to unify. It's a unification of all these gods that Muhammad was, you know, smashing up in the Kaaba. And then he inadvertently adds them to this religion, saying, yeah, God is one. One what? One bunch of different gods. That's as simple as it can get. So this topic is now done and dusted. I'm going to have to now try to find a different topic. I think we're going to talk about the ahruf next, or the 7 dialects, or the 7 ways of reciting the Quran. My question would be, if there's 7, Muhammad said, Allah said 1, Muhammad said 7, but Abu Bakr obeyed Allah and gave you 1. He says, if you in doubt, go and do it in the Quraysh dialect. Yes, help me with that, Ronnie, please. If you have anything, send it to me.
Yeah, James, I'm sorry. I have to cut you off a little bit. So I can help you with that. I can help you with the misleading they have in the way of Muslims saying it is different than the Hadith is saying it. So the Hadith is saying it was written. So it was written in 7. I just want to give you a summary of it, just small information about it. It says, Allah, he ordered Muhammad 7 ahruf, which is, if you translate it, it's going to be 7 letters. So when you go to different hadith, why they are different, why Uthman, he burned them, the reason of Uthman burning them is because people in Iraq, people in Syria, they have different recitation of Quran, which is mean they have different Quran in their hand. They read the way the people in Iraq, they read it. So it's not like how they pronounce it is actually, this is the way who was written in the paper. This is why he collect them. Why you collect them if they are right? Only the difference is the recitation of people in Iraq. You should analyze all the people and make them only one people of Quraysh. But he collects the collection. That means they written differently. So he collect them, and then he kept one. But I always say this, and I think I told you this. Allah, you just showed the hadith that Allah he ordered Muhammad to recite the Quran in 7 dialects. This is the last thing about the Quran that Allah he told him about, to recite the Quran in 7 letters. Did Uthman he got revelation by collecting the
one?
Yes,
that's right.
So is he kafir? Is he in the hell? Did he make a mistake? Okay, so I can give you, I think you have the hadith, right, about Uthman, he burned the Quran, and you have the hadith that Allah commanded Muhammad 7 letters. But please do not let them deceive you by saying, they are different recitation. No, it was written in the paper. It was written in the paper. This is why he collect them.
See, this type of topic is so Arabic, advanced, that I don't know if I can do justice to the topic. So I'll do a topic one day when you and Paul, for example, can get together and we can work with people like Sid, for example, because Sid does speak Arabic, and Sid says he can explain that. That's brilliant. But this is the interesting thing, is because on things like this, I know Sid, I said Sid. So because again, and for those that are doing this for clout, I'm not. I'm actually learning. I learn from Muslims. I learned that I can't trust them. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. But I learned from Muslims that. So again, this will be a topic that I think a lot of people will be interested in, and I mean a lot of people. So that's going to be good. Guys, I honestly need to go with to do for the birthday boy over here. And so again, thank you all of you for the song and for all the gifts and for the well wishes. I really appreciate it. I love you guys more than you can ever imagine, and I pray for all of you that always come through my lives. When I go to the TikTok, after I'm normally done on a 6-hour live, there's around 6,000 people that have passed by listening to this live. And, so right now I'm going to lay the table, get the birthday boy is going to have to, put some nice clothes on, because my wife will be upset if if I come home, if I put on trainers, track pants or something. She's going to be like, what? Jacolia, you will lose mod status for asking whose birthday it is. It is my birthday. So because of that, let me just remove her mod status, guys. 1 second. In fact, block her, mute her, drop her, ban her forever and ever. Just kidding. But anyway, guys, Luke Apologetics at the bottom there, that's just put in a couple of smiles. He is going to go live after this, and he is going to talk about this similar topic. Please support him. And then again, a quick shout out, go out to Amin, go to his profile. His YouTube is amazing, with both the teaching us Arabic and the church fathers. YouTube is the Agents 007. I'm trying to build this platform, so if you guys have a chance, just go to my profile as well, and then you guys can follow me on YouTube as well. So again, there's King Apologetics. There's just so many, guys. I just really have to go now, so I can't. So it says, wait, James, let me come up for a minute. If you're not bringing a present for me, I don't want you up here.
James, happy birthday.
I said, if you haven't got a present for me.
So late.
I'm kidding. God bless you. Thank you.
James, it's been nice. It's your birthday, and I came up to say hello. Don't fight with me for one day.
Took you long enough. It's like only 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. What time is it there? 3, 4, 3.
It's still 3 o'clock, yeah.
But I's got
it's
to go.
Late.
Guys, just please follow Jacolia as well. She's a mod on most of our lives. She's a very fair well. She does go live herself. So follow her as well. Little Dear Banku, follow them. Christian Sheikh, man, he's the man to go to for if you need a weird verse, a weird hadith, he'll bring it to you. He cracks me up. Guys, as well, follow Sid. Tomorrow's the 3 o'clock, follow Sid. I will end my live earlier tomorrow so that I can watch the debate with Sid. Sid, I do wish you well, my man. You know, I do like you, Sid. I'm not even going to joke. You're an okay dude. You know, there's hope for you, brother. I mean, there with love. Sid is going to debate Duran tomorrow about the covenant made with Abraham and with Isaac and Ishmael. Sid is going to be, I can't wait to see where Sid is going to go with that. That's going to be interesting.
Duran, as in Derron, as in the black guy?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm going to get some popcorn.
Oh, yeah. So with that, guys, there's also a guy for Dude for Christ. There's King Apologetics. There's guys are also building up platforms. There's True or False. These guys are doing, you know, just please follow these guys. Just don't forget them. Chris Claus, you got your Albie, you've got The Word, and I love that man. Got I think he's called God. There's another guy called GL. There's so many brothers and sisters, guys. Follow them. But again, tomorrow is big moment. He's going to be this debate. LA Energetics as well as one of them. Pro-Life Chloe, another. Yeah, I think it's called God Logic. Not sure. God Logic 2.0. Okay, I've seen him every now and then.
Heard of guy.
He does okay. I'm gonna bring him to South Africa. Anyway, God bless you.
We're bringing him to South Africa, James.
I am.
For real.
Yeah.
Yo, tell me that because I'm sure because I've been told Jacolia I was gonna go out there. Give me another reason.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna make for something, but I'm gonna let you guys know. So I'm leaving. I'm going now in October, just for those that you know the live anyway. And I'm taking a group of people on a tour of South Africa, safaris and wine and everything. So I'm going to do the same tour, and I'm going to make it for other people so that they can come and see.
I'm saving up my money. I'm glad you said it. I got big time. I'm gonna save them days for that.
James, you didn't tell me this. You had this planned and you didn't tell me this.
Because I'm not going to be in Johannesburg. I'm going to be first in Cape Town, and then I'm going to be in Shushului.
That's fine. I'll follow you guys to Cape Town.
And then I will be in. I'm leaving from Johannesburg. No, I'm leaving from Durban.
Do we need a passport? I mean, visas, United States. I gotta look into that.
Sure do.
Okay, James, send me the details, and then I'll also around like trying to see you guys. If you guys,
I'm not gonna not this trip. The next trip will be different. Anyway, guys, gotta go. God bless each and every single one.